Welcome to episode 32. It's the 32nd episode. We're past a month. Any month, we're past it.
We're past any of the months.
Any of those months?
Pick a month, past it.
Regardless of what month you pick, if you're watching every day, you're now out of days and you have a problem. So,
your Alexa's gonna have to play something else.
Yep. Pack it up, Alexa. Get on to the next thing. So, episode 32 overall cool. Not the best TaleSpire because I just realized Dimension 20 does TaleSpire and they're pretty good. So,
I think they're all hype.
But we were the original.
We're still, guys. We're still
we're
up
the
there.
original. Yeah.
We're still up there.
Yeah, top 250 probably.
Top
500 at 500.
Why put numbers on it when we can just put feelings?
So, no announcements. We don't have a giveaway because the bot is being difficult and it's hard, and that's how that works. And then that's it. Do anyone else have anything to say that's fun or important, or should we just play Dune Jones?
It's Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
Yesterday was Star Wars Day.
And
Mayo
then
stream.
tomorrow
That's
is
all.
what? Revenge of the 6th?
I think so.
I mean, if you try hard enough, I feel like we can get quite a bit of branding. The Star Wars guy is just like fucking vigorously taking notes right now. Revenge of the 6th?
What?
That could be any month.
We should do a little Star Wars one shot.
A one shot back to the edge of back to our roots.
Back to
Yeah.
the edge of the
I'll
empire.
have to drink a whole 12 pack and black out in my chair again.
You guys play jizz music?
Back to the jizz.
We could
Actually-
bring together the old jizz band.
Yeah.
Get the boys back together.
Fucking Togo. The first iteration of Stratogo. Just Togo. My pheromones.
God damn it, that was fucking great.
That night was...
All right.
That
Gotta
was,
find my notes here. From last time. All right, and we're missing Chris tonight, unfortunately. But
Yes, Chris.
he's here in heart
Chris, come back.
and spirit.
Help! I
Fred.
don't know where I'm going.
Everyone take your small bottle of his saliva and put it on the desk so we know that he's not far.
It's disgusting. Oh, I don't have no. My voice mod reset.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
I only got 3 sound effects to pick from, boys. We're gonna do the intro in one of them.
I'm sure it'll be great.
It's gonna be...
Regrettably, hot stuff isn't here for the stream.
I'm gonna click it and then I'm not gonna back out of it. So I don't know which
We'll
one
see.
This stream brought to you by Voice Mod.
would be the best, but
We'll
we're
see.
gonna
Just keep fucking up. Voice mod.
try this one. This is gonna be bad. No, this one will be bad too, but better bad.
Just hit it.
Oh, okay. That's a vibe.
Hold on, we're not streaming to OnlyFans right now. We're not streaming to OnlyFans. We need to fix this.
Get the guy playing.
Last week on Roll Cool, you guys found your way to Chednasad and got into a conversation with Olongs, getting yourself a riding lizard after trying to get yourself a rune of passage. You couldn't get a rune of passage! Wait, do I have auto on? Hold on.
Yeah.
It just kicked on in the middle of it. It just like
Make sure your
kicked
noise
off.
suppression's off. Make sure your noise suppression's off.
I got it off.
Whoa.
All right, you guys got Omagok going, and you were culprits of a potential IVTOL, which is an involuntary vertical transfer of levels. You guys have denied that in a amazing procurement of a passage. We're still about to get. Probably is going to happen today. Let's ride it out.
Base just starts over.
All right, let's get out of here. Woo!
Can that
Jeez.
just be the new one from now on? Because
Oh,
that was
God.
great.
You need
I
a
dig
fat
it.
noise.
I dig it so much.
That hyped me right up, if I'm honest.
Oh,
That was some
alright. That was hype.
Yeah.
twiggity
Yeah.
twiggity bass. The
We
fattest.
need to do that
fingers.
again.
That one, or
Noise
just do like a
suppression?
random one.
I don't
every,
have noise.
like a random one every month or week, whatever.
The noise gate might be clipping or something, but
Yeah,
Yes.
it was.
I don't have a noise gate on.
well, in voice mod's a cuck, and
There's
Automatically
what a-
determine input sensitivity. Fuck. Okay.
Yep.
just get up on them.
Yeah, that was a really fat beat.
Hold on. Let's just hit.
That
I
was
love
See if it
to
clips.
think.
Is it clippy?
No, it's,
Or is it
right.
drippy?
perfect.
It's drippy.
Trippy. It is trippy.
All right.
Turn it off before Danny
You're
starts
drippy.
trip walking.
That's racist. I'm thinking of Mile. That's crazy.
On this national holiday,
Yeah.
on this important day in one town's history.
All right. Let's get out of here. All right. That was. I was checking my Discord settings. They're all fucking booty. I don't know why they do that.
Hashtag Discord booty.
I don't even know if I really gave a recap. So here's what happened. You guys went through, you went to a couple of places owned by in Chednasad here on the 6th level. Coming from the House Unnamed Inn, you guys went about town. A couple split off. Sving, you went to a poison shop, got yourself a book.
You made some fucking deals in that shop.
He did, selling a lot of magical items for some very expensive poisons and a book. Surge
Unidentified
failed to
poison.
busk in the dark as he kind of wandered
Forgot about
aimlessly,
that.
not being able to see. The rest of you, Pem and Lionel and Quoven, went to a place to shop. I think I described it as the Bass Pro Shop of Chednasad.
It was a Bass Pro Shop.
And you guys
We went-
had a little bit of chaos. Almost tailed a mage, but then you guys decided. Then a Sphinx lookalike walked in, and you guys talked with him, and then he ran off, saying there was a sale on lizards. You guys all met up and found the sale on lizards with Olan's riding lizards, and
in which we were amazing business people.
We got a deal.
that's it.
We got a deal.
The culmination of my loot and my notes for last session. Oh my
Your
God.
loats.
Your loats?
As you guys rented. So that is where we will pick up. As you guys have just secured the deal with Oland, getting a 4-hour rental of Omagok, the lizard that Sphinx demanded do a backflip, and it listened. And that's where we are. As you guys are with Omagok, the group of you, and plus Omagok walking away from Oland's riding shop. So what would you guys like to do in Chednasad?
Master, you were speaking of a way up that didn't involve breaking laws?
Yes, but it's sort of a reach, but we can try it.
Well, if it doesn't pan out, we can always just ride the lizards.
True.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Is that good with you? Clapper?
Oh yeah, I think that that's fine. But, huh?
Hot stuff looks agreeable. Sarge.
I paid for the lizard. I'm going to use the damn lizard. At least for now. So do we
I
have...
really think you might need to rethink your business model.
You talking to me or the...
Yeah, you busked all day, didn't get any coin, and then bought a lizard.
Oh, I've got coin. A little extra coin. Don't worry about that. It's hard to see in the dark and play. So I'm learning.
I'm gonna give... Wait, I need to check. Have we rested?
Yeah, you guys have just rested. I know Hemi's a spell slot, but I think you guys mostly have everything. I don't know if you really used too much.
I will bestow upon Surge Eyes of Night.
It'll last for an hour?
An hour. 1 hour. After he bitched about not being able to see in the dark.
You have a wild amount of dark vision is now.
300 feet of dark vision.
Your eyes basically dilate, and you can see now a bustling little town square area here.
He took that pill from Limitless.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Your name.
Surge, for real?
Yeah.
It's cute.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just a little adjusting to seeing all of this stuff. It distracted me. Sorry.
We're still adjusting to seeing you, don't worry.
That was mean.
I'm not. I think he's cute. He's just a little minotaur. He goes, tuk, 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 tuk.
Have you ever met a Minotaur?
Oh, yeah. Uns Clark from
Did a
I
Minotaur
say to you in
claim
Minotaur.
one of those lives that you talked about? You died 7 times?
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about
I've been
that
on
later.
a lot of hunts.
Got a
Is
strong
now the
idea.
best time? Someone
No.
looking like him just came up to talk to us.
Yeah, what was that? Did you guys get, like, did you see any identifiers?
Yes, he looked exactly like you.
Yeah, you said that. Anything out of the ordinary?
He was incredibly handsome.
Ha, thank you.
No, it was out of the ordinary.
Did he sound the same? Is
It
that
think
looks
so.
like he could read.
He came off like he could read, like this guy reads.
Just had that air about
He
him.
was able to.
Did he read?
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
It just looked like he could.
He just,
He
seemed
just
like it.
looked like
He gave off the vibe that he could
Motherfucker looked
read.
like he could.
Mm-hmm.
You know that reading confidence? Well, Master, where do you believe we should begin?
I believe ask the people monitoring and guarding the elevators. I'll head over to one of them.
Okay.
I'll bring the crew.
I'm gonna walk
Yep.
menacingly like a bodyguard.
All right. As you guys all walk towards one of the elevators, you see kind of somebody's. Looks like there's guards going up and down inside the elevator. Looks like one guard, and then outside there is like a little booth, basically, or like more like a podium where somebody is standing wearing kind of like longer robes, which Lionel you recognize as more like mage robes from what's called the Dangling Tower, which is
The dangler?
mage school.
Go danglers.
Your sports team.
Spirit.
But yeah, there's a drow man with like a flowy, like kind of Lord of the Rings elvish silver hair down to shoulder length, standing outside of what are 2 elevators that go kind of side to side or up and down, but they are standing side by side.
Good evening or afternoon now.
Hard to tell.
Make an intelligence check with advantage since you've lived down here.
Natural 20.
Nice. Well, it is like if you were about to get tapas, this would be the time to do it. You know?
Okay, so like
Because
early
of Cinco de
afternoon.
Mayo.
Yeah.
Tapas sound good.
Tapas is Spanish, Connor. Jesus Christ.
It's yeah, Cinco de
You
Mayo is
fucking
Spanish. too.
racist.
No, Spain Spanish.
I
race.
don't know the difference.
That's a different problem.
I know.
That's an education system issue.
Anyways,
Yeah.
yes, greetings.
Hi, I am Tarlin Everhart, and I seem to misplace my pass. Is there any way you can help me?
You don't have your house emblem.
I don't. I'm merely visiting, and
You can see he flips through a couple things and just like,
Am I there?
your
Can
yeah,
I?
everyone's here.
Can I? I think it may be performance or something. But I wanna. Sir, we really must be going quickly. We have many obligations today, and I'm gonna be looking through a notebook or something like an agenda. I'm gonna try to make him feel important. I'm trying to make the guy seem like this guy is important. Obviously, he'd have a pass.
Yep.
That's the vibe.
Yes, of course. But we have a protocol here, and he's just flipping through, and he just sees Tarlin Everhart the third. Wait,
second, junior.
you're old. Wait. He goes. Shh. I don't have the second on here. 1 second, and he pulls out like a little bit of thing. You can see he casts a little spell as he kind of speaks into his palm, and yes, of course. And then he
Can I
gestures
try
back
and hear
towards-
it? Is that possible?
No, it comes in his head. It's like a
Okay,
respond
okay.
to
Like
message.
a message.
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
that's fair.
Just wait here. Somebody is gonna come down and verify your who you are, and we'll hopefully get you straightened out.
Insight check. Insight check.
Sure.
Are they coming to verify? Or are they coming to fucking cuck us with their little underground play horns? Roll! 15. Oh my god, why am I not an edge?
15. He seems pretty forthright. You don't catch. It seems like hasn't gone out of. There hasn't been any red flags that go off to him yet. He's
Okay,
still
cool.
just doing his job and kind of.
Not like he called the guards and they're coming.
Yep.
Cue my
Cool.
papers, please.
Yes, and I'm gonna fiddle. And do I know what he's talking about?
I get them out of my suit jacket, but
I'm just looking through paper.
and I'll have them ready, and I'll hand them to the guard just as a.
And these are
Here's my
papers
shit. Yeah.
detailing what.
They're that me and Lionel are. The stuff I
Yes.
used before.
The forged.
Yeah, the forged stuff.
I'm gonna hand you a document that just has scribbled on it, Arlen Everhart II, and a little stick figure with a hat.
With a hat.
He looks at your papers. Did you already make a deception check on this, or?
I did way in the beginning.
Yeah,
when
I thought
first made it.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah, I think you critted when you made him, didn't you?
I do think I remember being pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes a look at these papers. He goes, okay, oh, absolutely, yes. These will be enough to, yes. Looks like a way of one rite of passage here. But that would just be able to cover you, and it looks like Lionel Moritz.
My entourage can come with. I've hired them. We just want to get
Yes.
to the surface. sir.
We just need an approval here. We have somebody coming down that can verify your persona, and then we can get you all link runes, and that way we can get you up to the top.
Do you have an elevator large enough for a lizard?
Yes, of course. And he looks over it.
We'll take the freight elevator if necessary.
Our elevators here should be big enough to handle all of you and the lizard, as long as everyone is approved.
Good.
And then a few minutes
Serge.
go by. If anyone would like to prepare anything before.
Make him do tricks for the man. He's clearly had a busy day. He deserves some entertainment.
I just clap my hands and see what he does because I can't talk to this thing.
All right. Make an animal handling check with disadvantage. Just clapping.
Scare the shit out of it.
With disadvantage, here we go. Oh, 5.
5, yeah, just takes
Is
back.
my speaks with animals still going?
No, I think you used it to talk to a bat.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Seems he's all tricked out for right now.
Yes. A few minutes go by as you hear the elevator, and the double doors of the elevator kind of gate open, and you see a tall, slender woman with a kind of short white hair, wearing robes, dressed in like a deep dark red with like very bright like bone white filigree and very fancy clothing, and coming out in like a panic state of just like, oh, Tarlin, you're alive. And then she kind of just walks closer, and Lana, you recognize this is your mother, Vivi. I just wrote it down.
Fucking Vicky.
Viviana. Then she seems to kind of come up and like grab you by the cheeks. Just how I pictured you. And then everyone, Tarlin Everhart II has returned. Oh, he's been gone for quite some time. We were worried sick. Everyone thought you were dead. And she seems to be kind of putting on this almost performance as people are noticing and whispering. Stop. Don't get too close to the Everharts. Just get back. And she kind of looks at
Make room! Kind of, Holland Everhart. I'm just gonna go with it.
What brought you back here? What happened? Where?
I'll tell you all of it when we get up to the 7th level.
Yes.
Or 8th level.
She kind of like adjusts her robe. We have come into a little bit more, money down here since you have left.
I kind of nod. Is that proof
Everyone,
enough, sir?
Tarlin Everhart II has returned. Of how Tarlin, and she like reiterates, she keeps saying her name. Of House Everhart, don't forget it. Blah blah blah. And then as
I kind of give the whole group like a little side eye, just like, I hate this shit kind of look.
His Grace has arrived. Make way.
I'm gonna lean over to Surge and just. Do you have any idea what the fuck is happening?
No, just go along. I take out my lute and I start playing some fanfare for him.
We're in. This group's ready for a bit.
She like goes to the mage that's standing there and goes, didn't you recognize him? Come on. Give him to you. We've had the foundation set up and everything. And she kind of scoffs and like grabs a piece of the magic and then like casts a little somatic spell on one of the runes and then goes, here, and hands you a rune of passage, Lionel. And now for your friends,
is it a family one or is it just
this is just a regular one.
Regular one. Okay.
I'll give you your house rune we've had sitting on the wall since you had left, just in case you'd ever return. But so much to catch up on. Please come up. Come. No, we don't need to dance down here with the peasants. She kind of whispers. And
Make way.
Your friends are. Are they all coming?
Yes.
And the lizard.
They're my employees.
Employees. Just like an Everhart. Make a persuasion check with advantage, with everyone's help.
I look quite
Another
capable.
nat 20.
Damn, boy.
Good God, I'm glad I'm
Not
not doing shots of
today.
tequila.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
This Betos is gonna be Well,
I guess we can link up a little bit here. And she takes out her house rune and does a little spell, and the mage kind of like hands her these like kind of really basic runes as she enchants to give. These look different than yours, Lionel.
It's
the house
bigger.
rune is like nice and like carved out of stone. Yours is also made out of stone. Theirs are more just kind of like coins.
Oh, okay.
but they link up, and she goes, I have some links I can use, and then she like links up with magic to Surge, Quoben, and Sphinx. There, you guys are linked to House Everheart for the next hour or two.
Thank you, Your
But,
Grace.
as long as you
Yes,
stay with
thank
one of
you.
the Everhearts, you will have passage. So,
I will not leave his side.
yes, your employees, Tarlin, are wonderful. Come with me. And she leads you
I
through
know
the
still
elevator.
with us, BTW. I just want to make that clear too. That
Yes.
he's still
Oh,
with us.
and then a link for him too. As you guys all get on the elevator here and go from the 6th to the 8th floor.
How crowded is the elevator? Like,
It's
are
just
there
all of you
others?
guys. No,
Is the mom there? Is
Yes.
mom on?
she rides with you, so it's all of you and her as you. All...
I would like to, if she's not super close to His Grace, whisper to him a well-executed plan. I'm not sure how you set it up. I'm impressed. Corbin has no concept of what's happening.
I'm over just baby talking to the lizard, scratching behind its. Well, they don't have ears. Scratching behind wherever their ears would be.
There's holes, I think, on lizard. It's just a series of holes.
Yep,
And
I'm
there's,
just.
like the 2 holes back here. You got the 2 really.
Is
dark
scratching
eyes
behind
on
his
each
ear
side.
holios?
His ear holes right behind there.
So
Oh,
in
you
the
good lizard.
ride here, Viviana. So, Tarlin, what have you been up to? Where have you been? We've been worried sick. It's been quite some time.
You know, when the theater was through, came through, that's when I left. I went up to the surface and made a name for myself, as you can see.
He's done many heroic deeds, my lady.
Oh,
He's quite humble.
the theater. That's well, okay. I guess
Beat a dragon at her own game, he did.
Yeah,
A
that's true.
duel
That was
in
crazy.
Sapphire. Move by move, he crushed her.
you can tell
using
as
nothing
you're
But his
talking
intellect.
about all of your accomplishments. She doesn't fully look you in the eye or really pay much attention to you as you.
Yeah,
you're
I think
talking,
that only
as-
makes me go bigger on the delivery.
That's really funny.
As you go bigger and bigger, yeah, then the elevator finally stops because she's like, takes a breath, like, oh, thank God. All right.
Shaking my maul, miming things.
Thing, get off my bed. Thing, get off my
Gato! She doesn't listen. She never listens.
9. I am tired
Yup.
and I will lay here.
That's Clapper right there.
Clapper.
Clapper.
Your father and I always knew the theater would drag you into some nonsense mess. Well, good thing you're back now. Anyways,
I'm
and
not
she
here to
keeps-
stay, Mother, but...
oh, okay. Well, we have really, we've done well for ourselves here since you left, and
I see that.
we have.
My lord
protection
does
with the
quite
school.
fine on the surface, my lady. He is quite renowned for his lordshipness.
Hugh, that's enough.
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, as she just kind of totally disregards what the half elf is saying.
That's gone.
With
Yeah.
the mustache.
Yeah.
With a mustache on it.
Oh, Tarlin, your theater friends are sickening.
Oh, they're not my theater friends, Mother.
She like looks around and like visibly does not believe you. Well,
When she makes eye contact with me, I'm gonna take out a charcoal from my scholar's kit and draw angry eyebrows on the Moonstone mask.
That's fucking
just full
funny.
anime level.
Straight upset eyebrows.
All right. She leads you down this like up here. It's almost like there's like cobblestone made out of the calcified webs here. There are more guards up here. Way less people walking about. But everything is very nice as she walks for a bit and leads you to what is definitely labeled House Everheart. It is a very nice 3-story house here, built out of the calcified webbing in the walls. And but I know you're probably not going to stay because you have other theater things to get up to. But at least say hi to your father and maybe stay for dinner. Okay.
Your Grace, the seals only last for 1 hour.
It's okay. We'll get an upgrade once we leave.
Yes. Okay. We're having a. You know how when she kind of leans into you, Lionel, and we have a dinner guest coming. A couple dinner guests coming over. Just put on your good face like we taught you to.
Okay, who's coming?
Just a business partner. Well, budding partnership. Hopefully this will pan out well.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so good.
But it'll be nice to have you here. I think it will really help the partnership flourish. So if you could just, say a couple kind words at dinner and you guys can be off.
Fine.
Okay. And she gives you this pep talk before walking inside, and as
Are we
you can
at
tell,
the estate?
yeah, and you can tell as her demeanor, as you guys are gauging, kind of goes up and down and changes, really kind of fitting in this weird space where she's mending to whatever sort of emotion she's trying to get out of you, of whoever she's talking to at the time.
Is there a guard? How big is this? Fancy? Is this a mansion? Is it got fences?
Guys, I gotta restart my audio. Just shit out.
Okay. Yep, it is very fancy. All of the little estates around here are this level
Got,
is
staff.
Yeah, definitely. And guards, mage guards. You don't see anyone with weapons. You see just people in robes, kind of standing around.
Ineffectual at best.
But as she cracks open the double doors, big to the House Everhart estate, her demeanor quickly changes to almost like a boisterously loud to call through the house, and it's like, "Oh my God! Look who's here! Look who I found! We've finally done it!" And as you guys walk in, you see in this little foyer, there's trophies and stuff labeled to Tarlin Everhart III. It's very performative in this little area here. There's awards that they've received, anything nice watches kind of framed, little old art history pieces, a big House Everhart emblem kind of panned out here. And then there is those of you with high passive perception see a little thing an award for what's called the Everhart Foundation. And in walks a drow wearing the same colors, older, slicked back white hair, but kind of really, really cut back and short. And just darling, I knew you'd come back.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Better now that you're here. And, yes, I was afraid as you'd get up to your... What happened here?
He had to restart.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It's all good.
I was afraid you would, never come back. Once you know.
Thought I'd stop by at least once, but I won't be staying, Father. I hope you know that.
I, didn't think you would. And he kind of scoffs and just kind of, after not being here, back here for, how long do you think you've been gone from?
I probably have been gone.
You've been gone.
Maybe almost 10 years, about 9 years.
Okay. And he just kind of acknowledges that you're here, then just nods and goes, "Your mother's making dinner," and just kind of walks into another room. And after some time and like all the commotion in here, you see a smaller elf come out, wearing robes and kind of waving around a wand, and he goes, "Tarla never heard. The second." And make an insight check.
Okay. 23.
Jeez, boy.
Rolling hot.
Yeah, you
Um,
are.
Am I cracked?
You're cracked right now?
Have I cracked that dice right now?
You see, a young. I should change the tone here. The young elf here. He looks, and Quoben and Surge and Sphinx, everyone else, you guys see he looks very similar to Lionel.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just use this. Just a lot younger, and you guys would know that elves, they mature at the same rate of humans, but they don't really get like societal old respect until they're 100. So even if like on above surface they're treated kind of this like not as children, like the same rate of humans. So like 20-ish, they're considered kind of adults. But down here, they look like adults, but they're not really considered adults per like society.
Still, like up until we're 100, we're still like adolescent.
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
much. Okay.
And with your high insight, you pick up that this child is probably like almost right around the age of when you would have left.
Okay.
Almost, and since you rolled really high, as you're looking around, almost as like a replacement in a way. He's named after you. No, not you, but named the same.
Okay.
You can see that he is on the path that your parents wanted you to go on, as he is intentional in a very strange way of what they wanted you to be. But he is about 8 or 9, and he just kind of waves his wand, and kind of playfully runs around and just doesn't really acknowledge you. It's like, "I'm the third," and then it just keeps running by. But he's wearing robes of what is the Dangling Tower School.
Go Danglers.
Go Danglers. And then Viviana speaks back up. "Well, are all of you meat eaters?
Jesus, Danny.
Yeah.
We'll cook up a nice rothe roast." Which, Lionel, you know that these are like, they're almost like if you know banthas in Star Wars, like big hairy like cattle creatures.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Underdark equivalent of those. The really meaty creatures like that. Certain parts of them, like the steaks and fillets and tenderloins, are delicacies. So, well, please stay. Guess make yourself at home, and yes. Just I guess stay as long as you would like. And she kind of walks off, leaving you and the party standing there in the foyer, just kind of stunned.
I, this whole time, have been looking around, specifically for, like, trinkets,
Make an
anything
investigation.
shiny.
Yeah.
Just seeing what's around.
I want to see how present the guards are, how many there are. Is there someone in charge? Where are they located from?
Dirty 20.
Damn, you guys are rolling hot. Roll perception check. Alongside, I don't know if you're here, so I'll quickly describe it again. In the foyer here, there's a lot of awards and stuff purposely laid out for performance, and to show, it's a showcase basically of stuff that not only they have accomplished, but things that they find valuable to show off. And what you see with your role, as you're looking around, you see a plaque labeled the Everhart Foundation, and you can see that they have. You gather that through this Everhart Foundation is is how they have raised their social status here in Chednassad, with donations and
Oh no, did he just freeze?
Littering and
Hey, okay.
there he goes.
what?
You froze.
You froze.
Oh, sorry.
Look, don't worry.
Um,
Very handsome freeze.
you said you rolled a 23, or was it?
I rolled a 23 for my thing.
Oh, what did you roll again?
I rolled a 20 for a
20,
trinket.
okay.
I'm just looking for something shiny.
Yeah, there's a very shiny gold plaque that is an award for the Everhart Foundation, and it's a foundation built upon raising money for runaway kids.
I don't know that because I can't read it.
That's true. But
So it's just a shiny piece of wood.
It is a shiny. No, it's not. It's like almost pure gold. Picture like a YouTube.
Oh shit!
thing.
Okay.
It's like
Play button.
engraved,
Yeah.
and yeah, the YouTube play button awards, but it's like engraved and has a nice, almost a weird shaped heart on it, which you can see on the ropes and kind of the other stuff around here is probably the symbol of the family. And the 23 Quoben, there are probably
Oh no.
Go on.
of them look in charge, but
So like an
They
office where they're based out of? Or
no,
a
they're
shed?
mostly like outside. Some of them probably stay on premise here, but the rest of them might retire and go.
Are they human? Are they drow? Or are
Yeah,
they
everyone here is drow.
even the servants?
The servants, there is a butler that comes through. He is also drow, yes.
What is this shiny Sengon Zaval here?
Oh, it looks like they've got an award under my missing.
Can I take it?
No, I wouldn't touch that.
We're guests here, Sping. Let's not.
It's just shiny. I like shiny.
Yeah, but
You guys knows this.
they'll notice that one, I'm sure.
What is the security protocol? Your Grace, if we are to stay here, we must know.
I don't know.
It is not becoming of your station
We're just here for dinner.
to bed unguarded.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong. It's just
Is there
dinner.
a room? Is there like the dining room open? Is there?
Yep, there's like off to the side here. There's a really like large dining room that is only touched for special occasions, but like there's a butler going through and putting like placemats out and cutlery. And it's looking like
Butlery.
there is going to be enough. It's a really long, nice table here. Enough seats for all of you, and then looks like the Everhart family, and then 3 more chairs.
Oh,
Are we invited to the table?
Of course we are. Wait, is there enough for all of them too?
I mean,
Yes.
you are, but are we?
The Nat 20 persuasion,
Persuasion. Okay,
yep, is carrying through here.
great.
Butlers at the table is unbecoming.
Oh, the butlers aren't eating at the table.
I mean, we are
That was my
butlers.
question. Oh, gotcha.
Well, I've now promoted you all to my entourage, so enjoy dinner tonight.
Even the lizard? What are
The
we gonna
lizard
do
stays
with this
outside.
thing now? I don't know what
The
to
lizard's
do.
outside.
The lizard.
It's only a 3-hour rental or something like that.
Well, it started as 4, so I don't know how long it's been and how long it'll be left. But yeah, I don't know what happens after 4 hours. If it just knows to go back, or if we. I don't want to.
Did it have a homing bracelet on it? It had a bracelet, right?
Yeah, it's got a tracking collar.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fiddle with it.
Okay. In what way? Like, just trying to understand it, or are you actually trying to?
Let's go understand.
Equalite 2.0, here we come.
I'm gonna try to gauge the lizard's emotions
Okay, make it
on how it feels about the collar.
well, insight or animal handling, whichever you would like to.
Inside, of course. Oh my god, Edge is fucking great for rolling dice. 25.
Jeez, you guys are getting rolling tonight.
Holy
Except
shit,
me.
yeah.
I'll keep us grounded,
It's-
don't worry.
Wait till we get into combat. We'll TPK.
Oh
It's all
yeah,
good.
Jesus.
It's a
The butler's gonna get a frying pan and just clock us all.
Omagok he's very comfortable wearing the collar. He's probably either worn it on rentals before or any sort of time. It's something that
I'm gonna stroke his brow bridge, and I know what it's like to be chained.
Just-
Working for the man, unable to do your own bidding, a servant. Corbin's really method right now.
This
then
thing is
since he seems
visibly
okay,
off-put by what's happening here.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna just do a performance check to see how method he's staying. 15. I feel like he's pretty method.
all
For
right.
Colbin, okay.
As for the Everhart family, most of them really don't pay you much attention. But like in conversation, they kind of disregard you almost intentionally, but are keeping an eye on you as they're getting things ready for dinner. And
Just to re-up, we're waiting for this dinner, right? That's what we have a little bit of time before whatever dinner is going to be.
yes. So this amount of time is if you would like to do anything in the house.
I would like to talk to a guard.
Anything
Two.
in the house?
Yeah, anything you would like to do. I'm not gonna stop you from doing stupid shit.
Take a shit in their golden toilet.
I'll pull Sphing and Lino aside once Clay's done with his whatever.
All right.
I just want to talk to a guard, see how many of them there are, if he'll talk to me. And I would like to, through criticizing and demeaning, imply that he is inadequate or whoever they are, and I must be in charge of the guards while my lord is here.
Okay. There is outside as you're stroking the brow of Omagok, there is a mage guard not too far away.
Guardsmen!
Kind of looks towards you, but doesn't really verbally acknowledge you. Just
Guardsmen!
what? Yes.
How many of you are there?
Who's asking?
I am asking on behalf of my lord, the second son of this family.
Second son.
I
guess.
am Q, head of security.
I haven't seen you around here before.
And I haven't seen you around here before either.
God damn it.
Yes, that would check out.
I must require my lord's safety this evening, and I'm curious to know what measures you have to ensure such.
Do not worry, he will be safe.
And I am worried. I must know more. Rotations, paths, number. What happens in a dragon attack?
Well, the
Do you have a dragon evacuation ready?
The dragons do not come up this high.
That's what they want you to think.
Look, we get paid by Mr. Everhart, and we get paid finely, and only really take orders from him. So
I didn't know we were measuring our cocks or if we were guarding these people.
sir, you.
I will be in charge of the security in the dining room this evening.
I'm sorry, sir. There are we have security covered. Please, any security measures, please bring up with Mr. Everhart.
I'm bringing them up with you. Are you not the head of this guard's operation?
No. We have.
Why didn't you
Hey,
start with that? Why am
yeah,
I
hey,
speaking
let
with
me
you?
What are you trying to gather here?
I'm trying to figure out all there is to know about the guard operation and also take over it if that seems possible.
Hey,
That is so important for me to guard the second Everhart that he's such a VIP that I need to be an intimate part of the security for this evening. That's the goal.
okay, make a deception check. This DC is very, very high.
It's not a problem.
They're all very
Not a
confident
problem. 12.
mages.
12.
Not a problem. It's 12.
Please, sir,
You.
go to your chambers, and we will take care of everything. Mr. Everhart has pays us very well to keep things safe here, and we've never had any problems.
We'll see about that, won't we? No dragon plan, I'll say, is leave. No dragon. Could happen at any moment.
I'll pull Sving and Lionel aside. Hey, I just wanted to give you a little pep talk before dinner. I know this is probably a situation you're both fairly uncomfortable with in terms of a fancy dinner. But don't be nervous, just follow my lead and just trust me, okay?
There's food, right?
There's food, but there's a
I'll
way
be
to
good.
behave.
I'll be good.
I know you'll be good, but just the way you
Says
eat,
food.
be mindful, correct? It's a mannership ordeal, Sving. It's nothing against you or Lionel here. It's just, it's gotta be pretty particular, at least for the night, and then we can go down some beers and eat whatever fucking bugs we find on the walls tomorrow. Is that okay? At least just for one night?
Yeah, sure.
I look to Lionel, see if he's okay.
He seems extremely out of place, but is like looking around, and his thing is agreeing. He's just like, mm-hmm.
I'll look to him and don't. If they're offering for you to speak, you don't have to. I can speak for you. Just, we'll say you're a mute. How about that? That you don't speak.
Oh no, I should be okay.
No,
Yes.
not you, Sving, Lionel.
Oh.
I love it.
And he just looks at you and just, friend.
Friend.
Or sorry, partner, I think is what you call
Yeah,
him.
partner. Yeah, we're partner.
Partner.
2 beers.
All right.
I'll
How he
help-
leaves the dinner table
I'm
later.
gonna help the servants with the table, just cause.
Okay.
Polish the
Um,
shit out of my armor, too.
All right. Does anyone else want to do anything? You guys have like a solid half hour or so before.
I'm just going to make
Have-
sure I look
Have-
like the fanciest guard.
Sure. There's a few areas here that are definitely opened up for like entertaining. It's like a little island and a half kitchen, but not where the food's being cooked. But definitely like an area for like mingling. And then there is the foyer here, and then a really large dining area. And
This might be a weird question. Is the house lit inside? Do people light their houses in the evening dark?
it's
Is the
so
house?
they
Oh,
do, but
yeah.
it's very dim light.
Like glowing moss or something?
Yeah, it is like faint glowing of they use a lot of the glimmering spider webs around here, and then like, put them in like little lanterns as they kind of faintly shine and like move. The webs don't move, but they just kind of give the feeling that they're moving. But those
So-
are used to kind of dimly light everything.
We've got about a half hour, you said?
Yep. If you guys would like to do anything,
I'm gonna go
investigate
grab a
something,
plate
or-
of hors d'oeuvres, and it's one of those plates where there's like 3 times too much food for the plate. Like it's just piled. A shitload of appetizers, and then I'm gonna go find a souvenir. I'm looking for like letterhead or like a pin that says fucking what is the last name? Everhart on it, like a ballpoint. Well, I guess they don't have ballpoints. Something. I'm looking for a stamp, just something with it, like some shit you would take from a hotel, an ashtray.
They might be rich enough to have ballpoint pens.
I will change my eyebrows from angry eyebrows to one up and one kind of questioning, like I'm inquisitive. I'm checking out everything in the room.
Okay. Sving, make an investigation check. I think same thing or perception, I guess, for you, Quoben.
5.
What you do find is there are a lot of really nice cheeses, and it's kind of like a cheese and fungus platter. And you get a little distracted with the very nice cheeses. They're very stinky, and
He's gonna take one of those little forks with just 2 prongs or something. That's the only thing you find, like one of those fancy little forks.
lots of various different shapes of fungi, but like more like the morel mushrooms, where they're like really tasty but kind of cooked down as like
That weird metal thing you put on top of a cup
it out
where
of
you
the
put the
kitchen.
sugar cube and then you pour like the absinthe into it. They seem like
side of, like,
absinthe people.
really fine cutlery. You get distracted with all the food that is there.
Yep.
Quoben and Surge and Lionel.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to do?
He's there.
I will. I'll
Careful
follow
with that.
Sving a little bit, and will just make myself a plate of food. Where I lost my cozy. Oh, it's a sad day. Sorry. Yeah, I'll
He
just.
says while he's putting his food together, his plate of food.
What a sad day.
No koozies in
Cheese,
this
more
place?
cheese.
What the
No.
hell?
Is his night vision gone? Has it been an hour?
No,
Again,
it's
Prob-
probably still lingering a bit.
again,
You better
I-
memorize the
lingering here.
fucking room.
Well, it's
I'd
like
still be helpless,
dimly lit enough, right?
Okay. Lionel, you're in the dining room helping the butlers and stuff set up, and then you see your mother kind of walk through and then come in here, and then she kind of like gives you a grimace at like what you're doing. Like, you don't need to help them. We pay them plenty enough. And then hands you a little cloak. Please, put this on for dinner. It is a cloak of our house here, and it will make us look like we are one big happy family. And she gives you like this weird smile.
Can I?
I give her the same smile and nod, and of course I'll throw it over my.
He gave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I look? Is there like any like dangerous chandeliers or like anything that that may come in handy if needed? You know, dragon attack or
Anchor those
something.
down. Check the bolts.
You're like walking around checking. You're like sturdy framework here. Yeah, foundation
gonna,
solid.
He's shaking like the big wall of the estate. He's just like,
There's like a guard that walks by. He's like, "You need to fix that."
I take
check that
myself
out.
very seriously.
All right.
God damn it. Are there any dangerous chandeliers?
We'll say for the sake of it, there is a little chandelier with each of the bulbs having inside of it. There's these small little spiders spinning webs of the glimmering little webbing here that illuminate the hallway. And so we'll say you're there, and then Surge and Sving, you're in the kitchen, and Everhart III, the 8-year-old, 9-year, comes and sees you, eating way too many things. He's like, "Hey!" And he just starts grabbing him, and he's doing sort of like similar, like childish thing, like seeing you just kind of like scoop up everything with 2 hands, and now he starts like, you can see that he's almost guilty as he's like looking around, like you can do this. You can just scoop up, like he's learning to not eat properly. But
I'm gonna like back up, open your mouth, and I'm gonna grab like a mushroom cap and try to eat it into his mouth.
just make a
And
flat check.
frisbee a mushroom cap into a child's mouth.
Back up, open your mouth.
Like the weirdest game of disc golf anyone played.
16.
16. Yeah, he backs up and then you just.
You hit him right in the fucking dangler. Go danglers.
Go Danglers.
I'll take a look around.
Yeah, he gets. He houses it and is really stoked. And,
Yeah, it's
That's awesome. That's awesome. Number 3. Now do me.
Oh, okay. He grabs a mushroom that's just slightly bigger than the one you threw, and gives it a zinger here. I'll roll. 8 minus 1 is just, and just.
Can I try to compensate for it? Can I try to like dive?
Yeah, make an acrobatics
shit.
check.
Dex saving throw? Like a trap activating?
Oh, 23.
23. Yeah, it's a totally terrible throw as you just overcome, like kind of like diving fall and just. And as you're like on the ground and you see 2 shoes there as get up, you hear a voice. Everhard, Talon, please, no funny business before dinner.
I stand up and I'm so sorry. It's a game we used to play.
Yeah, well,
I'd like
no more.
to assume a standing position in some corner of the room and just do my best to not move an inch and become the protective statue. I won't move, but only my eyes behind the mask will
And
track
at this
threats.
time, as this is all happening, you hear the knocks on the door as people are coming here, and then the last minute, like Tarlin, the father, the first senior, standing above you, Sphinx, like he like kind of grabs you, stand up, and he like tightens up your stuff. He goes, act like you've been somewhere.
I've
have
been
company.
many places.
And the guests arrive. It is at first you see a shorter drow female walking through, carrying a little bit of a basically a dinner plate of something, like a crock pot essentially. That is just taken by a butler and moved to the kitchen. I guess the only person who sees this right now is Quoben, who's standing in the foyer here and standing like a statue.
I want to be a statue in the dining room.
Okay, as you move to the dining room. All right.
Yeah.
You guys all hear a couple voices of greetings in the foyer here. And you hear the voices of, please, you hear Viviana speaking up and goes, oh, good to see you, Elra. Nice to see you. We have much to discuss about the Foundation. Your addition would be wonderful. We've both come into some of, we both had been missing our sons for quite some time, and I don't know what had happened or the gods have graced us, but both of our sons are back, and we can use this as a catapult for the next leg of the Foundation. And your donations will be greatly appreciated, and we can get many more of the other houses to donate as well. And they seem pretty excited in this kind of they're talking in a similar fashion, but with a little more not despair, but like subtle tones as opposed to like performative Everhart way. They go and sit down in the dining room as you guys see basically a Karen cut drow elf. They're wearing blues here for their house colors, and you see a male with long hair and his like silver hair tucked behind his ears. His name's Ilvern, and then you guys see walking behind them a third figure, very skinny and lanky, as you guys see Tebrin Daliel walk into the dining room. Quoben and Lionel, as you guys walk in, he walks in behind. He goes, yes, it's my son Tebrin, please. And he like walks in and does it like there's like this slow motion moment where you guys like make eye contact and just like,
behind the mask, eyes.
and he makes eye contact with you, Lionel, and then as your mom's like, my son Tarlin has come, he's alive, he's back. The Foundation will be greatly pleased with him returning. And yes, I heard Tebrin, you've recently come back.
Tebrin a drow?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, have you met? And then like Tebring is like, no, we have not met. And
No, pleasure. I'll lend out my hand.
Yes. Nice. Tarlin, was it?
Yes. Pleasure.
Nice to
Trevor.
meet you. Yes. He kind of awkwardly then looks back and sees you, Quoben, and
I move
does it.
not even a tiny bit.
He does see your armor, and then you see him notice your armor, and then like,
He just has the fucking inquisitive drawn eyebrows staring right down the barrel at him.
But you're wearing the old, the Twilight Knight armor. As
Yeah,
well.
and it's shiny
as
now. I cleaned
It
it.
is. He looks at it and just, you can see him give like a, almost as a nod of admiration. And then he kind of, his head kind of pokes into the kitchen and
I give nothing.
sees Fing and Surge as well. And
I'd like to lean into my dad's ear as they're
Daddy?
standing there. Dad?
hold on, there's a cat.
You call him
Hey,
Dad?
it's Fing.
Is that the one that knocked over all the shit?
No, this is the other one. There's the one that
Luna.
knocked over all the shit.
Kitty.
Hey, get Phoebes out of here. She's gonna destroy everything.
Alright. Bye.
She causes damage.
Damage to the computer.
Alright, Luna.
Yeah.
To the enemy!
Hold on, now I gotta get this one out.
Hide your water.
Grab her by the scruff.
Hide your interfaces.
Here's Phoebes.
There's... Squirrel! She says.
She's upset.
He does not want to be held.
Put
She
me
said,
the
"Get
fuck
me
down.
out!"
Look at that. She just takes the middle of the bed.
Obviously, yes, her
Wouldn't you?
dominance.
I guess you're right.
She does. Take the middle of the
Danny fucking sleeps curled up in the corner of that thing.
I literally, Dude, how else are you
Only-
supposed to let an animal?
He's in the fetal position on the corner of his own bed because there's a
We
cat.
call
I
him,
sleep
we call him one
sideways.
quadrant Danny.
Yeah, exactly.
Hold one quad.
Okay.
Oh.
Here's how we're gonna do this next bit. As you guys
Wait,
all
can
sit
I-
down. Yeah,
Can I
of
do
course.
something real quick? Yeah, I just wanted to lean into to Big Tarlin's ear.
Big
kind of
Tar.
Big
Daddy?
Tar, Daddy Tarlin, and I'm gonna go.
Daddy T.
I see you really ran and with the advantage of me missing. I see.
Our way is to prevail in the bad times and revel in the good ones.
Is that a new way? I didn't know that way.
Well, if you would have stayed around, maybe you would have learned.
Above the front door.
All right, I'll let the dinner progress.
All right. As you guys all sit down for
I'm not
dinner.
sitting.
as-
I'm staying as the statue all day, all dinner.
Okay.
I'm
Perfect.
gonna do my best to not move and just actively make people uncomfortable by watching very intently.
Here's how
Holding
we're
my
gonna do
eyes.
Okay.
Everyone roll initiative,
Initiative?
but instead add your
that is how dinner parties feel.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
this is how we're gonna do this. Roll initiative, except don't use your dex, use your charisma modifier.
So just roll charisma.
Basically, yeah, just roll charisma and that'll be our order here.
Fucking 20.
Ooh, I rolled a 14.
Just standing in the corner saying nothing. Super charismatic.
10. My rolls are low.
I rolled
About
a
the
natural 20 minus 1, so
Jesus.
19.
I'll count the natural. I'll put you up there.
D&D book says nothing about dinner party rules.
No, I have made this. I've made this up.
I'm gonna go.
Great. This is really good.
Is
by
there a
the way.
Use the
TaleSpire
little
map
boys'
for the
room.
kitchen?
Dude, fucking
Lionel,
This
what
feels
is your...
this feels so high stakes. Just to let
rolled
you
a
know,
14.
like
It does, and Sving is going to
it's-
fuck it up.
before we
Oh,
do
you're right.
whatever we're about to do, just like as like a player in this game, this feels like such a high stakes fucking dinner party.
Yeah.
It's like such a good like it's
like
good.
that Vox Machina with the fucking
It's-
with the
Jesus is
Briarwoods. It feels
great.
like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I was thinking
never,
about that.
Never heard of that.
Fuck, Serge, you say 10?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't swing. All right.
The most charismatic
Senior.
rolled a 10.
Dude, I can't help it.
Dude,
I got a
down there,
minus
he's
My
just
rolls have
fucking
been
eating
low.
trash. Serge is eating trash in the Underdark. He can't fucking busk to save his life. He can barely see. He's gonna knock over his goddamn wine
I
cup.
hate it here. I want to go home. I just start crying in the corner.
Wait, has it been an hour? Is he blind again?
Yeah, he's probably it's dimly lit in here, so
no.
you can. It's
can still
very like a noir interrogation for you. Like you can see a couple faces kind of peeking through, but it is
That's
dark.
fucking. That sucks.
People lean into the
terrifying.
spider web light to talk to you.
That's terrifying.
Long cast shadows haunt your every vid.
Okay, so as initiative starts, as all the things are served,
Connor.
before we get into like the actual initiative, I have the order here.
Connor.
Thank you for thinking that.
Connor's looking mood.
The butler kind of just comes around and takes orders and be like, is a rothay steak is on the menu tonight? Would anyone how would you like your meat cooked?
Please.
Yes. Anyone else?
Steak? Yeah.
Rhea?
Rare.
Yeah. Rare's
And then
fine. Light-
Tebrin goes rare for me.
Extra rare
And the
for
rest-
me.
Yeah.
Oh, dicks on the table, boys.
Oh, extra
Extra
blue
rare.
steak.
You fucking said.
All right.
I'll look over at Surge and go, actually, just bring mine raw.
Okay.
Shouldn't be too odd in the Underdark.
No, not at all. There's weird stuff to eat down here, and there's moldy cheeses and actual.
Bring mine
mold.
breathing.
I'll kill it at the
He
table.
says from the corner.
No, I don't say anything.
Actually, Surge, in here now within the low light, you see the shadows moving a bit as they kind of flicker behind people, much like they did
In the tall glass?
Yes.
Oh no.
Do I notice? Does anyone else notice?
I'm doing it without a roll for him, but you guys can all make perception checks for this.
Wait, can
as
you
well.
repeat that?
I think
missed that.
Sving is the one that came downstairs with me to the place, so he might
Oh,
know.
so Sving and Surge automatically notice it because you guys have noticed it before, but you know what? I'll just say you guys all notice it because you guys. I know the other two have passive perceptions that are like.
I don't have a really good passive.
Okay, then make a perception check.
Cool.
I rolled and I got 24.
My passive
I
is
feel like
13.
that passes.
I feel like it's pretty good.
5. I don't know shit.
5. Yeah, you're.
Oh my god, is it dark?
You're taking it back as you're like fitting into the cloak
it's
that you
dark.
put on for dinner. Like, it is a magical cloak though. As you notice, it is very fine and it's made out of Everdark ink. So kind of in the shadows here, you kind of mesh in with it, but then the reds and whites kind of almost
Pop.
keep
They pop.
you silhouetted.
Okay.
So here's how we're gonna do this. As there are 3 courses, 3 initiative orders here that are gonna happen, and you guys are going to have basically lives based on your charisma modifier.
Lives?
Like your health bar isn't your health, but it's gonna be like levels of exhaustion. But you don't take exhaustion. It's gonna be just. So what's everyone's charisma mod?
-1.
-1. Plus 1.
I'm already dead.
So -1, you're gonna have basically if you fail one check at the dinner table, you're either gonna have to excuse yourself or just basically you're
Wait
out
a minute,
of
is this last man standing dinner party? What the fuck?
Basically, you either excuse yourself or are gonna be asked to leave or something. So if you have 1, that means so you basically 1 plus whatever your charisma mod is. If you have negative, that means you just have the one
God damn
roll
it.
that if you fail, you're out. So speaking of, as the dinner party commences and everyone is kind of before it starts, Viviana stands up and tings the glass and goes, "We would like to bring House Daliel in," and she raises a glass. "Everyone, please. We would like to do a co-foundation as we would expand the Everheart Foundation with. They have since lost Tebrin and the sweet Tebrin has come back, and Tarlin has returned as well. So our foundation must be moving from, not a cause for finding lost kids, but one of bringing them home and bringing them back to success better than they left. So this will be a great addition to our foundation, and we could be able to do a lot with this. So thank you for coming to dinner here. And she, everyone drinks, and Sphing, you're up. As dinner is commencing, you can choose to pass and just kind of, be very passive here and just kind of ride it out, or hold an action. But you're gonna have to sort of get creative here in how the first course is just much of the meats and cheeses, the cheeses and fungus
fungi
servings that have come through that you've already kind of
the
nibbled
fungal
at.
fare.
So,
What am I doing?
that's
Am I
the
being
question.
talked? Am I fucking being talked to?
Yeah. So I guess you going first kind of makes it. If you can take this, or she kind of just goes, if everyone can introduce themselves and say why they're here, and it would be. So,
yes.
is it-
Hello. I am
Fucking AA meeting.
Sphing of Monas. I am a hunter that was hired by the second here, and working for him reminds me of a hunt that I once went on. And I'll just elaborate and tell this entertaining anecdote of a hunt that went horribly wrong, but it's funny and blah 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 blah.
All right.
I'm not gonna repeat that shit.
Perfect dinner
Yeah, I love-
anecdote.
And you can do that. Make I'll say, performance check or persuasion.
Also a -1.
The
Well,
the DC for intro you need to beat here is 5.
14. 15 -1.
And wonderful! I knew Tarlin Jr. would hire such fabulous people on his little theater expedition.
Funny
Yes,
thing
yes.
was, it was elephant shit the whole time.
And they fake laugh.
Fucking
They
COVID.
look,
just in
they
the
look towards
corner.
Quoben. And are you just gonna mean mug?
I cast see invisibility.
Okay.
I'm wearing the mask. They see nothing but the inquisitive eye, and I don't flinch if I have to make a performance check to stand as perfectly still as possible.
How about intimidation?
Okay. I'm literally
And what's-
doing my best to stand literally
just
like
doing nothing.
as an inanimate object and only
Yep.
just the eyes.
All right, yeah.
Intimidation.
DC 5 or
11.
No.
And there's a little glisten of purple magic as I cast the invisibility. Is there any invisible cucks?
right now you do not pick up on anything invisible.
Good stuff. Lasts an hour.
Okay, perfect. As then kind of Viviana here is who's
Just-
leading the
I bask in the awkwardness.
table discussion. She's like, as she gestured to you, she's saying, okay, well, anyways, and looks, my sweet Tarlin, I know you've had such a long journey and would love to, but why don't you tell the Dahlias here, why you've loved coming back to Chednasad and what you could do for the Foundation.
Well, back on the surface, I've made a name for myself of curating theaters and having the citizens of above become members of, we call seasons of work. That's how I've become so renowned. But of course, I would love to use the Foundation as a means to promote shows, and even if those kids who are lost at the theater, they have a safe place to stay.
Yes. So you would help by, and she kind of like glosses over the theater part, and what you've been doing. But like, so the homeless kids with no sense of purpose and direction, we can find those kids and bring them and give them purpose. Yes.
Sure. Correct. Yes, of course.
Why don't you make a persuasion check here?
Is there anything we can
23.
manage or something if
23.
they agree with what you're saying? Like, is there any confirmation bias?
With your 23, you're not catching the ear of your mother or father, but it does seem like the Dalios, the mother and father here, do seem to listen and are engaged with what you're saying.
23?
Or
You didn't
nodding.
catch them? Holy shit.
No.
They hate
That's,
that.
that's bad news.
They hate that shit.
That's not ideal.
So yes, Serge. Or they don't know your name. Yes.
I bet
Bard.
you they do. I'm pretty famous. Hi, my name. I'm Serge.
Correct answer.
I met Tarlin here up on the surface. I'm a bard. I was performing at a bar at a tavern. One of the patrons didn't like my music. He started a fist fight with me, and Tarlin here jumped in and helped. Saved my skin that day. So after that, I told him I would follow him around and repay him with a song one day. So I've been following his adventures.
Well, that's very nice to find, I guess, like people with similar interests in the theater or musicals or whatever it is you all do.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't
Yeah,
like
make your-
music down here?
Musical theater.
And I would like
Make
a
a-
reaction help.
What?
I don't know if I can do that.
We're at dinner party rules now. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. It's dinner party rules. I don't.
I'll allow it because I like where your mind's at.
Yeah,
Next,
take it
to
outside
add
the
advantage
rules.
to add advantage to things, definitely chiming in with reaction stuff. I mean, it's an initiative order of like the awkwardness of like, so you tell us about yourself sort of thing. But there is like the free flowingness. So yeah, sure, add advantage to your persuasion check, Serge, or deception.
You can use your reaction. I love it. I love
What?
dinner party
Sorry,
rules.
I don't know. I
Persuasion
love it. I
or
like
what? Deception?
Yeah, a charisma based check based on what you were saying. I forget
Oh,
if
okay.
what you said was actually true. Or not.
Persuasion.
No,
Why isn't there
it's totally
charm?
false. So I'll do deception.
Yeah.
With advantage?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, with advantage.
26.
26, nice. As you seem to catch the ears of everyone, and being a charming person, even though you had busking today wasn't quite as successful. Well, your
They
loot
didn't
wasn't
see
as
that. It was a
successful
different
today in the music, but you're speaking to these people as they are. Everyone seems to be engaged, and okay.
My parents were
Dahlia's
professors.
batting her eyelashes at you.
Very nice. Well, last but not least, so they kind of gestured to the Unchained as he's sitting there, just
Oh, I was gonna say hot stuff.
Oh,
Fungus in
if
his
I
mouth.
might be able to introduce him, he doesn't actually speak.
Is this your reaction? Now that we've established the precedent, you're gonna use your reaction.
Sure, I'll use my reaction for that.
and he just goes, partner.
You get advantage.
All
Come
right,
on,
he-
Unchained. I love it.
with advantage. As
The fucking precedent has been set.
business partners, that is one thing that the Everhearts are great with, is getting business partners, and that's something that we would like from you, the Dahlios, is to be a partner in what we are trying to accomplish with our foundation. We've already put at least 45 kids through school, including our littlest.
Jesus.
And the like, trying to think of the word here, but like the cost or like the
Tuition?
wealth
Oh,
there we go.
okay.
The wealth like exponentially increases with each level. So the people here on 8 are very rich.
logarithmically advantaged.
Yep.
Holy shit.
That's
And-
crazy.
Exponential, bro.
You're right. That's bigger. It's not like the opposite.
Well,
It doesn't plateau, bro. It doesn't plateau like that.
She doesn't. She does not curve.
It keeps going.
so after that, Tebrin speaks up. Well, you all are quite interesting, and I think our family might take into account a partnership, but I'm afraid I don't want any business in it. I have my own doings, and I just returned home and looks at you guys like against my will, and let's just say I'm trying not to stay too long. And then you guys can make from here on out, if you like to use your action, like just the intros is something that I wanted everyone to talk really do. But now, as initiative order goes through, you guys can either insight, try to read people and what they're saying here, or look for things, or cast spells if they are very subtle. Sleight of hand things could be used. Persuade, obviously, all the charisma ones, persuasions, deceptions, and any sort of charms. Telling a story about something, like could be nature or something, but you guys pick up on the vibes of the intro that this is a business meeting between two houses, the Everhearts and the Dahlios, in a partnership, in very kind of like families with similar circumstances of a lost son, but the Everhearts have capitalized on this to create some sort of wealth for themselves and are trying to bring in the Dahlios, who have generated wealth in an unknown way for you guys, but are trying to bring them in.
Would
That's
love to
not
make
mysterious.
an insight check on the Dahlios without
Yes.
Tabrin. I want to get a read on if they seem like they actually are generous with their money and like they didn't come to it in any malicious
Sure.
way or like trickery or something like that.
Yes, so as the meals are coming here, you can absolutely do that on your initiative order turn here, as
Sure.
unfortunately it's top of the order, and
Yeah.
top of the order just ran to the pisser or something.
Who
So,
else
I
was-
can go.
I thought
He's gonna
Quoth
hold
was-
his action until something happens. And
I would like to use very thoroughly look at all participants for any kind of magical disguises. As we just saw someone
Yes.
looking like Schwing, I want to look for any kind of magical disguise hints or markers.
absolutely, go for it. Make an
Ruben.
insight check.
Active security. Insight?
Yes.
Come on. Fucking a 4? 10.
410.
410 it. Blaze it.
410 roll.
10 as you
Excuse-
scan, you're scanning around, looking. You don't get a good read.
Fuck.
You don't see any disguises or anything, or anyone kind of dresses anything different. Sphinx, as the second kind of course is coming and food is being, and everyone's kind of talking now at this point as the intros are done. Is there anything you'd like to do at the dinner table?
I have one question with them.
Yeah, ask that while I think.
Okay.
So I did bad on that, right? As
Yeah.
a player, I know I did poorly. As a character, was I distracted, or do I have any kind of inclination that like I could do better to try again next one, or would I think, oh, there's no one here, just as like to get me in the right? What do you think?
I think you have your see invisibility up, and you know that you could be fooled with a disguise, but it isn't one of like.
It seems-
there's
okay.
nothing invisible here. If somebody had
That
a really
helps.
good disguise on or something, they could
Okay.
fool you, I guess. But
It feels unlikely at this point. Okay, that helps me. Thank you.
all right,
Does it seem like I want to look around? So aside from those of us who are partaking in the dinner,
Mhm.
and then there's Coben. Is there anybody else in the room? Butlers, servers, people
yeah,
waiting to fill the
there
water.
are,
Like, what?
yeah, there are two servers coming through and making sure everyone's topped off.
paintings with moving eyes?
Yeah,
So I guess Does anything look out of? Does anybody look out of place? Like, is anybody acting different than anybody else who is
Make an
supposed to
insight
be
check.
part of the meeting? Insight?
Yep.
Insight.
Ooh, not great. 14.
14. As you're kind of getting a read, you can tell that it's business as usual for the butlers. They're not. They might be hearing, but they're not listening. As they're kind of just coming through and just quickly, topping off waters and coming out with the rare and very rare and blue steaks for everybody. And with 14, you know that you're trying to get a read on everyone. You're not looking at your party, obviously. It's really hard to read the Everhearts, and you do read that at least the mother Daliel is not trying to hide anything, but she looks kind of somber. And almost like
Okay.
there's a sadness behind her eyes. And then Tebrin is kind of sitting back, and he almost has a little bit of like a half smile as he's like basking in the awkwardness.
Interesting.
weirdo.
Okay.
And okay, that's your turn.
Yeah.
Now it is the Daliel's turn as they push back with a bit. And well, we are quite concerned of taking monetary gain out of our son's going missing. He had just returned, and we not quite comfortable with that. But we would like to hear your offer and go from there. Quoben, what would you like to do?
I did mine.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we went out of order because you were gone. All right, Lionel.
Again, I wanted to make an inside check on the two Daliels.
Yes, make that.
Cool. Another net 20. 26.
Jeez.
Fuck
Good
up.
God.
3 today.
Shut up.
I'm cracked.
You get for a total of 26. You get a lot out of this. You get the
love
same thing
dinner.
that told Sving. You see, Tebrin he likes the awkwardness of this whole you can tell he's reading the entire awkwardness of like just being killed by you guys not too long ago, and then you can tell he doesn't. He's lost his gear. He sees, the sword that he loved on your, hilt, and it's just like, what? The bracers on Pem that he was obsessed with, and just like, what? Like, fuck.
Immortality.
Like, fuck me. Like, this is my life now, and I have to go back to unwillingly go back home as a fucking vampire. You do read that the mother looks to be not only sad but is trying to hide things. You read that she's trying to keep Tebrin's vampirism under wraps.
Wait, so we all know he's undead because we
Yeah.
killed him.
But you are gathering that the mother and father also know.
How are they gonna?
Nobody's gonna know.
Or the Dalios also know.
They're gonna
There's
know.
like the small things you pick up on, like as like the state comes by, and Tebrin's just like, it's not rare enough, and like, and he's like, there's no seasoning on this, is there? Like specifically garlic or anything? No, like, no, sir. Just I'll take it for all. If honestly, just kill it out back and bring it in. Yeah. And then like the mother's
Use
like,
my reaction to safe phrasing when he says "take it raw."
Ew.
Play.
You're nasty.
Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
so
It's a
you
joke. I don't do that.
You see how Tebrin he's almost in like I don't really give a fuck. This is so awkward.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Like kill me, like physically kill me.
We tried.
Yeah.
And that his mother is being protective of him, and there's almost a sadness, but that they're hiding that he is a vampire.
But was there any sign of them being
Oh, the right.
genuine? in their money or?
Yeah, they seem concerned. They seemed, with what they just said, that they are truly concerned about using a foundation to kind of gather wealth, of like using donations and taking, off the top of that.
What? Seems uncommon.
So, next is Tebrin's turn as he's like knifey forks a big raw piece of meat and just kind of.
Excuse me, he knifey forks it.
Yes.
He's adorable.
Well, I hate to be
Say it.
bearer of bad news, but
No, party pooper.
my stomach is turning upside down, and I must go. Ah. And he'll make a check
Yeah, can I insight check that?
for sure. But Lionel has a passive perception. That's gonna be a 19 total. So if anyone has a passive over 19,
I do.
the only one that sees this
I do.
is Lionel. He goes, "It's nice to meet you, Tarlin, but I'm sorry. I must my stomach. I've just had such problems." And he hands you something as he goes to shake your hand.
And I see it.
If you have passive perception of 19,
21.
yes, you do.
Okay, piece of paper or something. Or?
Yep, a little piece of paper as you kind of palm it and. Well, I'm sorry. He looks at the Everhearts and it's been a wonderful dinner. It's not here. There's some fungus I ate earlier. I'm not quite used to the underdog diet again. But I'm sure my
Change my
parents-
reaction?
yeah, go for it.
I don't know. This may be a lot for a reaction. I'll break statue. Do not worry. I can cure you.
Oh, it's okay. It's honestly just,
I don't move when I say it. I just say it.
make a persuasion check.
Because I can. For some reason, prepped protection from poison as I don't know why I did, but here we are. I could use it.
Sure, yeah.
I'll make a persuasion check. Basically to the room, maybe, to peer pressure him to stay.
Yeah, exactly.
Game's easy. 16.
16.
Game's easy. You're cracked.
Game's easy, dude.
You're fucking cracked.
As you use your reaction to convince him. to
Basically
stay,
like a loudspeaker from the corner.
he kind of like stops walking and looks at his family and then the Dahlia goes, "Yes, you're a cleric of sorts. I see by your armor. Please cure me of the poison."
I'll walk over, and I think at this point Coben's into the bit because he can't take anything seriously still. He's gonna walk like a robot or a statue. Full arm extension. Cure poisons, and I'll cast protection from poison, and then I'll return to my corner.
He then just, you can see he goes like almost mockingly, "Oh yes, my stomach. Oh, it feels so much better. Oh, imagine that."
Are cured.
He looks at the Everhearts. "Tarlin's friends are just beaming with extraordinary talents." And
Best
sits
reaction
down
I've
and-
ever used.
Serge, you're up for your dinner table awkwardness.
I will.
I don't know why.
What do I have?
Prepped
What do I have
protection
to
from poison.
drink? What do they lay out for? Is it wine? Is it liquor?
Yeah,
Is it-
there's wines and very cold water.
Fermented cave spider milk.
I will finish my drink and look for a server for another.
Just
I'm just
drinking
gonna
awkward.
get a little drunk, a little tipsy, you know.
Okay. As you're
Yeah, he's that dinner guest. Just I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
this guy getting hammered. Yeah, sure. Make a con save. It's gonna be the same DC for the second round here. It's gonna be 10.
This party sucks. I'm getting lit.
Oh, it was almost a 20.
Fucking family. This is the weirdest family
16.
reunion I've ever been to.
As you are drinking through the awkwardness, I will say with that you can get advantage on your next charisma check here.
All right.
Fucking loosey goosey.
You're a little loose.
Mhm.
All right, and the Everhearts. Yep. Please, Tebren. Thank you so much for curing his ailments.
Nothing.
Yes. Okay.
Nothing. Nothing.
I give nothing back.
Tarlin, your friends here, you really do keep in line, and I really respect how some of them don't talk. It's very nice.
Of course.
Well, please, Dalios, Tebren, I'm glad your stomach is cured. We are not looking to do anything, ill-advised for the children. Our goal is to get the children into schools, and with our donations from other people of the city here, we are able to do that and pay for their tuition. And we could do that with Tebren, and I don't know if you don't have any other children, but any other cousins or people that you know, we can get them through to houses and to the Dangling Tower. And Sving, you're hearing this as they seem to be buttering up the Lionel's mother and father seem to be very focused on buttering up the Dalios and just convincing them over and over and just reassuring them that, and you can see that it is working. But you're up in this strange order.
Is this?
Is now the DCs are harder as the dinner is going on.
So it's Tebren and his folks?
Yep.
Are they vampires? Also?
You can try to find that out.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, hold
say
up, I know
nature check here.
I know about this guy, but like, are they, or is he like older than they are? Because he's a
Are the
vampire. He can be
parents-
fucking way older.
Is the kid?
Yeah, is the kid? You said nature check?
Yep.
I rolled a natural 17 for a 17.
17. Yeah. You're just picking up on like watching their eating habits and watching Tebren, how he's not even eating the meat. He's mostly just sucking the rare, like, and then kind of chewing it and like setting it down. And the others, the mother and father, they are acting more normal, I guess.
Less vampirish.
More cultured, and you don't pick up on any of the vampiric signs that by now you are a little familiar with.
So they're consuming food regularly, whereas Tebren Tebren is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
He's
you,
like sucking the juices off the dish that the meat's on.
just so you know, you met your check, so I'll be a little more clear. Like you take a fucking knife and kind of in the light, like look for the reflection, and you see their reflections, but not Tebren. And you're just like,
Okay.
The
I
most obvious
fucking
you
love
just
that.
you did the classic vampire
I'm
test.
cutting my food here. Yeah. Just at the table, just yeah. What the?
So, Tebren, how's
Okay,
this
you take
thing?
a flash
Pretty good,
photo.
yeah.
You take a flash photo really quick, like ooh.
Yeah. It's wonderful. I didn't get your name. What was it again?
Clapper.
Clapper. You can see he just kind of like rolls his eyes a bit.
Ask him why they call him that.
You don't have
Is
to.
that
It's
your
not the
reaction?
story.
Yes. Yes.
Is that your reaction? You're a drunk ass bitch at this party, just fucking throw it in gear.
Yeah, make your persuasion check with advantage. You drunk ass, just ask him why they call him that.
Just fucking throwing this party off the rails with your drunk.
Persuasion. I got
I
a
love
plus
dinner
10
party
too. This
rules.
better be
Dinner party rules are
Oh, it was
superb.
almost a 20. 21
No,
though.
they're gonna ask.
You can see Mother Dahlia like turns to you. Yeah, why is he called the Clapper?
Well, I cannot show you here, but there's a lizard outside. And
that's fun.
maybe after dessert we can all go out and see a fancy little show.
A lizard
That'd be-
show.
A lizard show.
Yes, that
yeah.
would be great. Yes. So that is
Fuck.
going to be a successful check in the bank for you guys.
So, I just want to take a breath as a group and say, dinner party's going well.
So far, so
Dinner.
good.
First time dinner party rules. It seems
As-
to be going fine.
It's getting there. As the Dahlios then see the distraction that you're causing in a very charming way of telling stories and like trying to entertain the Dahlios with lizard tricks. They we'll say that lizard tricks for after dinner. We actually have a proposition for the Dahlios. And we can save it for after dinner, and we won't get any paperwork involved in this. But we have, with your help and your initial donation, we should be able to fund 50 more kids getting into the Dangling Tower School.
Good English.
So please, and she goes. I'm losing my to the charisma of her, but she goes on to put out the initial proposal of what basically her donation would be giving to the Everhart Foundation, what she would be getting out of it, and what kind of the good deeds that would come out of it, and that is going to be a success for them.
That bitch.
As she is convincing, as you did sort of start to take Sving and Surge with your totally derailment of the conversation.
We're so close to making this a fun party.
Yeah. You close to derailing the conversation, or you did for a moment, as you guys got your first success to distracting and interrupting the business deal. So, Coben, you are up.
Very pleased to have my reaction back.
I think the best reaction so far was Surge.
I think
right there.
here's how we'll use specifically how we'll use our reaction is you can do something and you will have to say what you're doing, but to reaction help action somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Mm,
which is what we've kind of been doing, but just
So
put it down into clear-cut terms.
I know Tevrin's a vampire because we partook in killing him
Yep.
and saw the
And
vampire outputs of that.
Yes, and you gather that he still is, and then Lionel knows that his family is trying to keep that under wraps.
Can I do perception to see if I'm in a room full of vampires? I think that's Quoben's first. I did invisible. I did if anyone's wearing disguises. Now is everyone here undead blood drinkers?
Oh, yeah. So
We're
nature
going
check?
down. We're going down lists.
Just checking them
Nature.
off. Just checking them off.
Nature 11.
11
You said
as
confidently.
you're kind of poking around and doing things and awkwardly you go over and kind of do the same
Oh,
thing
I'm not
Sping
moving.
do. Okay, you're trying to get a read.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm fully taking my corner and just gazing.
Gotcha. So that will be as your first
I
failure.
don't go touch everyone's neck to see if they're warm.
Yeah, basically, it's awkwardly looking for reflections, but in a way where people are "What? Cut it out."
Pale skin. I'm looking for eye bags. I'm looking for desiccation. Sharp
Yep.
canines. They're eating. Maybe I'm checking their teeth.
Yep, you're unable to see anything with the nature. With your check.
Pores, all of them.
And put down a failure for you as your bank is dwindling.
My dwindle
Um,
bank.
Lionel, you're up.
Go dwindlers.
Go dwindies.
As Q is trying to distinguish whether or not who's a vampire in this room.
You say all this money goes to putting kids up to school. Are these kids without parents, or are they just underprivileged?
Well, we look for anyone who is needed, but we have direction for our foundation has been for those without homes and those without purpose. So.
And what are the circumstances of someone without purpose?
Somebody who gets distracted by the arts, or busking on the streets, or trying to create their own clothing or something wildly ineffective.
That's how I came to my wealth. I'm just saying, as I look to the Delils.
Make a persuasion check.
Cool. Okay, 11.
11. Unfortunately, as part of the dinner, that's gonna be a failure for you.
Okay.
As
Big F.
uh,
and
she-
chat.
they just kind of look at you and it's like, that's very nice. And then looks at your clothing and can see that you're wearing the cloak of Everheart. And like, yeah, you did make that.
Oh no.
I look to Surge. I give him like a rolling eye.
I laugh a little.
Tebrin is just kind of, he like sees that happen and he's up now. He just, yeah, why don't you tell us what you made your clothes with? And he's gonna roll to give disadvantage to somebody on their next check. That is gonna be high. Lionel, you have disadvantage on your next check at the dinner table. Surge, you're up.
Tebrin, you said your stomach hasn't adjusted yet back to the food around here. Where were you before this? Were you away for a while?
Yes, I was. I was studying.
Oh, what were you studying?
Well, I was studying and make a persuasion check, and you're gonna go up against his persuasion. A little contested.
Swayed off?
He already has one failure. I wrote down a failure for basically you exonerating him of his diarrhea.
21.
That diarrhea got fucking evicted.
21. All right. He has a
Yeah.
plus.
My
4.
rolls have been crap. My modifiers are okay though.
All right. That's another failure for him. Is you basically visibly in like a sparring match of words call him out, and every time he's like, yeah, I've been studying bugs and small creatures. Then you
He
go,
said, name a bug.
like
He said, name any bug. And he was like, fucking dandelion. And you're like, that's a flower.
all right, he is got 2 failures. He has 4 lives though, or lives, quote unquote. All right.
Oh.
It is now.
Name a bug, then.
So again, the Everhearts are going to garner another little roll here as they go on in convincing the Dahlios even more. As dessert is now starting to roll out, and it is a very like avant-garde dessert. It is like a just piece of mold kind of set up on a little piece of rock, and there is a little, like somebody comes by and pours almost like a dripping down of the mold, resembling how water gets to the Underdark. It's how it just kind of falls off the moldy
That's
water.
the impact that the chef was going for.
Yes.
Bringing our thoughts back to how water is brought to all of us down here, and just making us thankful once again for the liquid in our diet.
Of course. As you can see that her words are not convincing, but just sort of starting to break, as you can see the Dahlias kind of whisper to each other and then kind of start to nod and go like, and give body language of like, okay, that does kind of sound like a good idea. We could help the kids, yeah. Sving, anything else that you're up on the dinner table?
Yeah, you said you were specifically looking for people without homes or people without purpose. I grew up an orphan. Perhaps, I don't know.
I just had the idea. I was born an orphan.
I could speak to these children or be some kind of poster child, or I can't read.
Will you put him through school?
Yeah,
Reaction? It's a reaction.
Yeah.
reaction.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh no.
Party rules.
With the. Come on.
With advantage.
Serge
No,
is my
not
favorite
20.
role of just fucking getting
For a total of 30.
30.
Holy fuck.
He
I rolled
fucking
a
can't
19.
read.
The first 30? No, I think Lionel had a 30 stealth at one point.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
Cheater.
It's my first 30.
Oh yeah, I cheated.
Shit. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I cheated.
As you can see, as you have for a moment, I'll add a success to you guys' bank here. You have bested the Everhearts as she kind of like looks over and goes, okay, and does the calculation in her head of like, okay, you do meet the criteria, and I am trying to posture in a way, and then it's like, would you put him through school? And he also can't read. He's like,
He's also a runaway, I think.
we would love to have you in our foundation program, and you can be one of our sponsors as long, and bear the Everheart Foundation's scholarship.
I will do everything you say. I will play by all the rules. I have to have milk. Do you have milk down here?
Yes, the Rothes do have milk, actually.
Okay, I'm in.
And
Fucking paw
has a
first.
wave, and they do go get you some milk, by the way, as well.
Hell yeah.
I love that Surge just, I've got nipples, Greg. Could you milk me? Like the same dinner party energy as like literally the same exact thing just happened.
All right. As the
You
devil.
can't read,
I
you put him
love
through
dinner
school?
parties. I'm having so much fun as a charisma person,
All right,
finally.
Quobin.
This is okay, so I had an idea. Let me know. Can I bane all of our dinner party opponents to make them more awkward at dinner?
I will. Does it have a
Is it
somatic
just-
component?
I think it has.
I think it
everything.
does. Yeah,
I think it has everything too. But
it does totally have everything.
Damn.
I will allow it with who would you like to be?
3 creatures. I want to get both of the people that are Lionel's fake
Here, well,
parents
I'll
and
put it up-
Tebrin.
Okay, perfect. Those 3, let's do an Arcana check, DC 15, just to keep it under wraps in a way where the mages here won't immediately like dispel it or stop it.
I try to make it come off like, is that a spider?
Is yes, they're literally making
This
all
is
the
it,
light.
guys. Just before we roll, the odds are not in our favor. Less than 25%.
Okay. 2. The bane does not go through as you kind of wave your hands and like do something, and then one of the mages kind of staying by just and then kind of looks at you like, what are you doing? As you get counterspelled on that pretty quickly. Also put a failure down for your bank.
That's my
That's it,
second
right?
failure.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
The mage then counterspells and goes, please sir, we have other matters to attend to, and then just kind of looks at
Okay. I
as
don't
you
know
get
if this is
escorted.
within. I don't know if this is within initiative order or my reaction availability, but
Uh-oh.
I'll allow it's picture
Uh-oh.
since this is your life.
It's a
expiring
bad
in this
decision.
encounter.
this is a bad decision I'm about to make.
Hold on. As your like life, quote unquote, life expiring in this encounter, I'll allow you to do like one little tiny thing, like say something as you're leaving or being escorted. But
Like cast a
they're
spell.
no, you just casted a spell
Fuck.
unless it's a reaction spell. But
No.
yeah, as they're then they just escort you outside and just like.
Nice spit in someone's food. Wait, does my mask have a mouth hole?
No, it
okay.
Annoying.
Just get dragged out and hog a fucking.
As you see, Coben kind of cast a spell and get escorted out of the dinner here.
I wanna. Tebrin, how are all those kidnapped people? And it's like.
Okay. I think he meant to say orphans. There was many orphans up, on the surface.
I didn't.
As now Quoben is in this last man standing dinner party.
Arcana check.
First
I
one.
got nature and Arcana check. Did I fucking out of here, guys? I can't do that.
Lionel, as you see
Today.
Quoben, you still have disadvantage from Tebrin's last thing on this turn.
Yeah.
But what would you like to do as you see your partner and boss get escorted out of a...
So sorry about that. I know he's... Sure, the other gods know that he's a bit of a paranoid one when it comes to my safety, and since he's never been to the Underdark, I'm sure everything is a little bit different to him, so I apologize.
Unhand me! You get from the other.
It's like an awkward quiet as you hear you yelling outside.
I'm definitely like muffled yelling at the guards through the wall.
Yeah, for sure. So what would you like to do here on your initiative slot? You've gotten a good read on at least the Dalios.
Yeah. I kind of want to give a good look-sees on Tebrin in terms of his, any like vampiric symbols he may have on him. I kind of want to see if there's anything I can see that's on him that can link to like a coffin. I know it's more of like the mist that just goes back, but like how did he come back type of thing.
You come back.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Investigation check, I think.
Okay.
If you're looking for stuff on him that, or perception, I guess, if you're looking physically on for.
Can I do investigation?
Yeah.
Or do you want perception? Okay.
Either one.
Disadvantage. 18.
Nice. Yeah, as you, there isn't physically on him that links. That is probably as you saw with the Twilight Knight, basically a vampire designates themselves to a coffin, and when they die, they go to it.
Okay.
And in there they regenerate. I think it's like 1 health point an hour or something.
Okay.
So
And
that
then,
happened. You do see with the 18 that he does have a necklace that looks quite similar to, I don't know who has it, but the anti-scrying one.
okay.
The
Pam
skull.
has it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ring or something?
No, it was a necklace. I think.
I picked up a skull necklace not too long ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's it.
I don't know
It
if we
hasn't been
identified
it
yet.
though. Yeah.
You of course
Yeah, we
see
haven't
his,
identified it.
Right. You see his house emblem on it's like as a pin.
Okay.
Aside from that, he's wearing very like light robes and his cloak as well, or his house cloak. So as you are still going, Tebrin is going to look at Serge, who's drinking a bit, and is kind of maybe another drink then, and he will make a roll, and he's gonna stand up and give a toast, like, well, everyone, it's been such a lovely time. I mean, I haven't been going out too much the past recent few months, and been nice to get out, even though.
Spent a lot of time studying, did you? That's why you haven't been getting out? That's okay. All right.
And he's going to try to do a contested charisma check versus Surge again and see if you can get the best of them, as you have piqued a part of his competitiveness. It's a 16 you gotta beat.
What do you want? Just straight charisma?
Yep.
23.
All right, that's gonna be a failure for him, as he fails to do that. And it is your turn, as he gives a short little toast.
I'll stand up and give a follow-up toast.
Like a
Yeah.
Fucking
Dueling
toast
fucking
time.
twos.
like the ting tings at a wedding. He goes ting ting, stands up. Oh please, and then everyone sits down, or he sits down. Then you stand up. Ting ting. Oh no, toast for you.
To our
Sure.
hosts.
Same sort of thing. Unless
To
you
the
want to say
Everhearts.
something.
Yeah, no, I'll praise our host and say the food is great. The vibe is great. Everything is just great. You've done well. You've helped raise a fine man. The second over here, he's great. Just great.
Fucking
Great.
toast off.
DC you have to beat here is 23.
Oh man. This another charisma.
Yeah.
Easy.
Or
It was
persuasion.
almost a 20.
Performance.
10.
Yep. I'll allow you to do persuasion, so whatever you can add your bonus to that. Which is
It would be a 16 then.
16. Your toast goes over, but just with a second toast back to back, you can see that like not many of the people of the members
It's
drink.
uncommon.
As it is a is going to be a failure for you, so mark that down.
All right.
How did I
As-
go out before Sping?
he hasn't failed anything yet. He only has one life.
Elephant shit stories, baby. Elephant shit stories.
He's crazy. He
Um,
basically said, "I'll do whatever you say."
As the
If you
Everhearts
teach me
are
to
gesture
read.
for the end of dessert here, as yes, the Dahlias, please. We would love. We have a look. We've just made our deals here are so great. We've made a sponsorship deal, or sorry, scholarship deal right here at the table. We would love to do that for many more kids. And with your help, I think we can do that. And you can tell that they're visibly close to the deal. They're starting to. The Dahlias are coming to terms with it and looking in some sort of agreement. So, Sving, you're up.
You know, I just want to say that I do feel honored, truly, that you take me on. I'm sure that some of the others, as I have made my way, you see, I work here as the second, and I've done okay for myself, but there are other children out there, other people out there that need way more help than I do. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of this, and don't forget after dessert, lizard tricks. And I'm guessing I'm just making like another persuasion check or some shit.
Yep, persuasion check.
Ooh, 10.
10. That is going to be a failure for you. As then Viviana, yes, we would love to see your lizard tricks. Why don't you go outside and get the lizard prepped? I'm sure he's got many things he has to do before.
I get really excited. Oh yes, right away. And I'll stand up and I'll take my plate with me.
Okay, and then she
As I'm on
was
my
like-
way out, I'm gonna grab a couple more cheeses, like
yeah,
off
for
the
sure.
off the thing.
As almost an those of you sitting next, probably just Lionel hear an audible sigh of relief as Fing leaves the table from.
God
from your
damn
mother.
it.
Are you gonna spit in someone's food?
No, I'm gonna go out and feed all this food to fucking the lizard. I'm just gonna go feed the lizard all this cheese.
To when?
Lionel.
It's gonna be one constipated lizard.
I don't know. Because Tebrin had left already, right?
No, he's still there. He has just been bested in a toast off.
Oh yeah.
And looks
Fucking hate when that happens.
and looks kind of meek, like, gosh, I'm not gonna speak up again.
I'll look to the Delios. Like, if you're still hesitant on this deal, Mr. and Mrs. Delil, please rest assured that I'm sure my parents have quite the reputation on this Everhart Foundation, and I'm absolutely willing to help up on the surface if you are trusting of that as well. There's a lot of kids up there that need the help, and I'm sure it'll make everybody's heart feel a little bit better knowing that they've helped kids up above and here down below.
All right. Yeah, make a persuasion check as you start talking about the surface and wanting to help people on the surface. Your mother and father are like glaring at you as you're saying this.
14.
14. Unfortunately, 15 is what you had to beat here.
Damn.
As take another failure. As then,
That's
well,
it.
we're gonna focus on the underdog. Actually, Tarling, your younger brother here, could you help him clean up? He's made quite a mess, and see over there, he kind of looks down. He's like, I haven't made a mess. And, but please, could you just help clean him up?
Sure. I get up and come on, T. I'll lift him and I'll carry him out.
Wait, Serge is the only one left?
He's fucking just
Serge
chugging.
And Lionel.
He's
Well-
just hammered.
As now you leave the Unchained, who was like told not to spoke, is just looking at you, Serge, is like,
Fucking dinner quest.
Just give him a wink.
well,
Fucking touch his foot with
Serge,
yours.
you see now it's like, okay, well, now that everything's dying down, why don't we, please? And then a butler comes by and brings a piece of paper, like large piece of parchment, and kind of slides it over. And if you just sign here, Mrs. Dahlia, we get the donations and we'll get people into school as quickly as possible. We would love to give out as many scholarships as we can.
He said no paperwork.
Yeah. Can I use my
And you're
reaction
up.
here? Me? Oh, I'm up. Okay.
Use your full ass action.
That's like the top of the order is like how the dinner progresses, and then you are the only one left. So
That was strange. I thought I heard no paperwork. Be extra careful that they had that prepared. I don't. Read that over. In fact, I'd be happy to read it over for you if you'd like. I can read. I don't need your foundation's help. But I appreciate what you do.
I could read.
make a persuasion check.
You hear outside, "Door flip!"
Oh wait, no, I'll call it a deception because the Dahlias are like, you studied in law or a lawyer? You could read up.
Never said. I just said I could read.
Okay, persuasion.
He's fucking hammered. I didn't say shit.
I could read.
I said I could read. What are you talking
Oh, it was the fucking edges of the window.
Oh, a
12.
2.
It was
Unfortunately, that's gonna be a
to
failure for you. As then they kind of look at you and, well, why don't you read it for us then? But well, sure, we can look over it ourselves too. We trust you, Everhearts. We have never had any poor relations with you, and I've heard great things. So I think we could probably just sign it.
That was a 12, not a 2.
I know, but 2 plus 10.
Okay,
He rolled. I meant like you rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just confused. I was like, does our bard suck?
As you now see,
Negative charisma the bard.
It's bold choice.
how many failures have you had?
That's only my second, so I've still got 3 lives.
Damn.
He's,
all right.
he's fucking
Yeah.
hanging it. He's reading.
Yep.
Wait a
He's
minute.
closing. He's
Why did I-
closing this son of a bitch.
Oh, I got excused on 1 because I have no charisma. That's right. Okay.
Yes. Okay. What? Since you're the only one left and like the scene is kind of coming to a close, what would you like to? You still have some gas in the tank. What would be your goal? Your best
Let
case
me
scenario
play
here?
you a song. But first,
So are you trying
Yeah,
to
it
stall?
is.
Are you gonna try to stall out the signing and just kind of distract?
yeah.
All right, performance check.
How does my
he's
drinks look
fucking-
at this point,
He can
though?
smell the money in the room. He can
Yep.
smell the money. He's like, look, if
money.
I am gonna get a sponsor for this band, now is the perfect time.
What do you want in there? Performance?
The acoustics are
Performance, yeah.
sick in that room.
I bet they are. All right. 22.
Accentuated by the dangerous
22?
chandelier.
And I'll play them. I normally don't, but I understand the sort of air of the room. I can read the room. I'll play some of the
Yeah.
some of the popular, not my, my personal shit. Not the good
You
shit.
can tell
He plays
The
fucking
Everhearts.
creep.
the Everhearts here aren't really keen on the art, so they start to be like, but they can see that the Dahlias are really responding to it, and like everyone kind of perks up, and Tebrin is kind of sitting there confused, looking at you like, what the fuck is happening? And
This is the weirdest dinner I've ever been to.
as you are kind of like interrupting this, as they're like sliding paperwork over, and like, fucking, why is he playing the guitar?
Anyway.
Anyway.
Here's the fucking Wonderwall.
As-
That's good.
all right.
Someone pointed over there and said, "Is that an acoustic guitar?" And he was like, "Actually, yeah, it is."
And as you're playing, Everhart Senior is going to walk up and be like, "I'll give you 200 gold to just go outside."
I'm a loser.
You know what? Yeah, I think I'll go help prep the.
Fucking slams the guitar case closed. Well,
I'll go help swing.
Prep the lizard.
prep the lizard.
And
All right.
what else? Can I say something on my way out again? Just
Yep. You still got it. Yeah. Go for it.
don't make business decisions when you're drunk. And I can see Tebbert's been drinking a little too much. And I will see a waiter for a drink to go.
Hey, you
Little
think
road
too
soda.
much?
Yeah,
I
make
want
a-
more.
Make a fade away persuasion check
Oh,
as
roadie.
Yeah.
Fade away.
Hello, Rhodey. Fucking Kobe's the empty bottle.
Oh my god, that's the worst. That's a 1.
11.
I'm out. I'm taking my gold and they won't listen. Yeah.
And for that reason, I'm out.
That was the neck and neck mark for actually swaying the conversation. But as you leave, you see Everhart Senior. You're like, oh,
You
so back
fucking
to
sold
business here.
out.
So back to business, and you walk outside. 200 gold to add to your coin purse.
You just sold out.
Oh, yeah,
Quickly.
He did.
You could have stopped and saved hundreds of children's lives, and you said 200 gold.
Yeah.
That's 4 lizards for 3 hours.
Exactly.
So as you guys are all standing outside, having a belly's full, but having an awkward. Those of you that did eat gain 5 temp hit points. It was a very nice meal, so you guys can do that.
Fuck yeah. How long does that last?
Just
Till next rest?
like a few hours. So yeah.
Okay.
So
To your next shit.
yeah, basically.
Everybody roll.
As you guys are standing
roll for food.
outside, some time goes by, and then the Dahlias leave Tebrin with. He does take a double take over at you, Lionel, as then kind of gives you a wink, and they leave, and then
Swing, show 'em the
Viviana.
trick.
Viviana, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Make an
Yeah.
intelligence
Animal handling. That's a 21.
check.
13
it
plus
does a
8.
fucking backflip again.
All of it without reading.
There's this small circus performance going. You clap again, and it just backflip.
I forgot the trigger was just one clap.
And you guys do that, And
The
y'all
thing
leave,
Sarge sucks busking, or that lizard would flip all our shit on the ground.
and the Everhart's Viviana specifically comes out to. Well, thank you for keeping whatever cool you guys had enough for a nice meal to, be accomplished. So I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So when do I start school?
Yes, come back when you're anytime, and we will fund your maybe next semester.
This is where Sarge or Sphinx leaves the group.
Goes to reading school.
Sphinx goes to learn to read.
Like Steve from Blue's Clues. He goes.
Yes, how about next semester? How about you come back, and we'll get you through as under the Everhart scholarship
When does that start?
in a few months.
Does that cover a full class load, or is this like a part-time deal?
It is a full scholarship
Room and board? A meal plan?
if required.
I'm sure I could find my own food.
Yes.
But need a meal plan, I'll find my food.
Are you planning? You're not staying any longer.
No. Just need to get up to the 10th level.
Oh. Escaping again, are you?
I shrug.
Well, then she hands you what is your house coin. I took this off the mantle. We were saving it for you, but how about don't bring it back?
Thank you.
You and your troop. Good luck with whatever you're doing. And she walks back in and shuts the door.
Oh, Mother, before you leave. Before we leave.
Yes.
You know Tebrin's a vampire, right?
She kind of just looks at you.
Go ahead.
She kind of just looks with the door, like unfazed, and then just shuts the door and walks back inside.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Lionel, what was that?
How did you manage to get all of these actors prepared before we were even here?
What?
I
the
have my
actual-
ways.
That seemed very, very shady.
I
course it's
don't
shady.
know if
My
we
parents-
needed the dinner scene, but I was feeling
You all
it.
left and they made a deal.
Broke the fourth wall.
Look,
I don't think Coleman understands what's
whatever
happening.
happens down here is none of my concern anymore. I've left this place long ago. There's no way of changing it as it's been here for millennia.
You know what? I didn't think of it that way. I'm from the surface too. You made a good point. Yeah. Never
let's
mind.
go to the surface.
Let's.
Did anybody try the brown cheese? It was really good.
Yes, it's
There-
made of mother's milk. I'm just kidding.
I can just let it burn, though. Don't tell him I'm kidding. It's crazy down here.
There he goes. I'm
Not
going to
love
read
making-
the letter, though. The poemed note.
Yes.
Just
You
dick
look up.
butt.
It is a piece of paper that says, "Find me if you want to get to the Vault of Secrets."
I hand it to Quobin. This was handed to me by Tebrin.
Saw.
I know you knew, so I'll hand it to you.
I believe this vault contains something unknown, kept from the world.
Like a secret.
Precisely.
Good thinking, sir. All right. Let's
What
get
do we
outta here.
need a secret?
Is there an easy way to find the Delil's?
Yeah.
Place?
Absolutely.
How?
And they all left to their house.
Yep.
I would love to go knock on it.
Okay. Yeah, as you do, short time goes by, but then Tebern answers the door, and he just goes, "Ah, I knew you'd come by. Awkward dinner, right?"
Yeah, I
We're
hate it.
here for the Vault of Secrets.
Jesus
Jesus
Christ.
Christ, Quoven. We both Quoven.
Well, yes.
I draw squinty, suspicious eyes.
Actually, he's not going to bring you inside. He's going to just look back, as you mentioned, Vault of Secrets, and just kind of shut the door. Jeez, keep your mouth shut.
It doesn't open.
Yes. Have you not heard of it yet? I figured with your disruption. No, you haven't. I don't think.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Your disruption of Manchun's plan. You surely were after the Vault of Secrets, right?
Manchun crossed us, and he paid.
Honestly, Tebern, it's the first time of hearing it. And from what I'm guessing, this is where you keep your coffin.
Yes. Unfortunately.
I bet it's wooden.
Yeah, and it's actually a little car bed. My
Zzz.
no, it's like my parents have kept one here after Manchun cursed me with my vampirism.
Yeah.
But
We can cure you from this mortal plane.
you know, it has its perks. But anyways, the Vault of Secrets. It's where Manchun keeps a bunch of artifacts, and well, I got caught trying to get in it when I was, not a vampire, and he cursed me with vampirism, and then, forever under his service until my death. Well, I died, so... Ha! Thank you, in a way.
So you owe us a debt. A statement.
Not quite, but, I could use your help, I guess.
Not
Yeah,
interested.
It's not down here. And quite honestly,
No.
yeah, we're not that interested.
Okay,
We could kill you if you wish. Again.
please. If you keep me
Easily.
from going to another one of those dinners, please do.
I look for wood.
Well,
I packed extra wood, remember? I grabbed one. I'll hold it out.
well, if you do happen to want to get to the Vault of Secrets, summon me. I know where it is.
Insight.
Sure.
14.
Yeah, you get it. You're able. He is telling the truth. He does look more more concerned with whatever is in the
Right.
Vault of Secrets.
Stake I'm brandishing.
Yeah.
And you know what it is, but I know it's a vault of secrets, but there has to be some sort of clue of what's in it. What are you after?
Well, Manchun has lived for a very long time, copying himself. But the Vault of Secrets is where he's kept everything over time that he's accumulated from either his foes or his adventures. It would be the heist of a lifetime.
What do you know of the purple creatures we found in the boxes, or what was the purpose of the operation of stealing people, cattle?
My assignment was to rack up as many people as I could and possibly get a couple tokens from the vault. Ugh. I always get tempted with such artifacts. The intent, I think he's building an army for something. I'm not quite sure. I know
Well,
I was left out of much of the planning, and looks like you guys got a hold of one of the other knights. There are two more that are more his information. I'm assuming you've met Fulton Hammerwand.
That fat
Very.
thing. That blob of a man. That meatball with wings. I'm trying to gauge his reaction. Was he a fan?
He's agreeing.
Oh,
He's nodding. Yes,
he's
keep
into
going.
it. More, but you got any? Where were they going? Where's their assignment?
I'm not sure.
What were they last wearing?
Last I knew, he was operating out of tall glass for an information gatherer for the network, which is a strange information garnering cult.
As soon as he seems done explaining it, I'm gonna say we know.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I'm gonna wait till he's done saying everything so that I can know what it is.
and then there is the female drow, Dahlia, which I know his last name is Daliel, but picture, it's like a Chris and a Christopherson. In the drow network, it's a common name. But I know she has
Female
connection
drow.
She has connection with those at Menzo, the matron mothers or something. So they're definitely up to no good there. The followers of Lolth seeking me.
I spit when I hear the name. Oh wait, no, I don't. My mask.
You spit into your mask.
I make the noise of a spit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do everything with actual spit.
And what's your go? What's your... You're just after the whatever's in the vault.
Whatever. Artifacts. Piles and piles of gold. I saw the gates. I was almost through when Manchun caught me. Thousands and thousands of gold and platinum stacked to the ceiling.
You're rich.
So close.
What's your take on this deal that was made?
Oh, probably corrupt, I'm not sure. Stay out of the local politics. I mean, I left for a reason.
Is this school involved anyway?
With what? The tower? I'm sure they're involved.
Manchun, or the kidnapping, or the vampirism, or rampant?
Or the Everhot Foundation.
I can't tell you.
Can't or won't?
Because I don't know. I've
Can't.
been here the last bit of stretch of time here, and I'm gonna leave as soon as I can.
Well, we're leaving now if you want to come.
We'll trade you passage for
I can get out
more
myself.
information.
He goes,
Lizard rental?
pulls out his necklace and goes, Manchun will find you, and I will not travel without this thing. And he puts it back, and I need to be on my lonesome because I cannot trust people. So
Manchun can find us whenever he wishes.
and he will.
So who's guarding this vault that you need people? Because if you work alone but you're asking us to go with you,
It's just
what are
him.
the dangers? Just him.
Constructs, magic.
8 balls.
He basically just described it's a magician's vault sort of scenario where it's all magically protected, and as opposed to like the greatest heist, it would be like the greatest besting of a mage. He's almost taking pride in like the puzzle that he's created to get to his vault.
Gotcha.
Well, if you do take me up on my offer, I can give you some pointers to get into the vault. And I'd only ask for one thing. I need a replacement sword. You've so much taken my nice umbrella.
I hand him a magnifying glass.
Great. Now I can see how shitty my life is.
I'll give him my dull cane sword.
All right. Well, at least I'll be able to walk straight.
Give me that back, and I want it back since he has a sword.
All right. He can take it. He doesn't really care for it.
Worth 100 gold.
Contact me if you are change your mind about being interested in this vault, and I can tell you its location and how to get there.
Okay.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, take care. And I'll walk away from the property.
All right.
Yeah, take care.
And we'll start heading up the levels, I guess. I think.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that immediately. I want to get out of here as soon as
Fuck
possible.
yeah. As you guys head up, there is
Sounds like a
guard here.
great TPK side quest.
Yeah, that was
That
side
sounds
quest.
like
Added
such a
to the
good
quest log.
Sounds such a good TPK side quest. You guys want to go die looking for a vault? Like, not yet.
That looks fun.
I love
Yeah,
how
side quest in the quest log added.
we'll come back in 5 levels when we're over here.
successful.
You did get your rune Everheart, so as you get to this next guard, there is an elevator that goes to the 10th floor. That has a little more security to it, and there is one that you can exit. There's like a more
Industrial.
yeah, exactly, that
We got a lizard. Wait,
will
everyone,
or at least lead to some tunnels that lead you to the
To the
surface. Very
surface.
much.
do
like
we
the-
send the lizard back?
Yeah, send the lizard back. We don't need him.
Clapper, do your
I'll
thing.
send it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you
I'll,
He's got to go past guards and elevators and shit. He's never getting back.
As you clap, he just runs over to starts going to the side, and you see him just crest and start illegal vertical transfer of levels and right back
Oh
down.
my god, I can't believe it. He has no respect for the law.
All right, as Omagok leaves.
it's just him.
So yeah, you can either do something in the higher, very pristine 10th level.
I think we're out of you.
Getting out.
Yeah, I think we're
let's take the
bouncing.
industrial
Do we
one and
need
just get the hell out.
Surge
Potions,
can't see
maybe.
shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Unless-
No, I've got like 20 potions I picked up. We're good.
Hell yeah.
Surge has been holding a damp paw this whole time.
We'll take the one that takes us to the tunnels.
Yep, I've been very much like the one, and this might even be the exact elevators you took up many years ago. As you get into the elevator, it is sort of large here. Enough. It's like there's 2 elevators that go at once as you guys get into the right one, and start ascending. You start ascending pretty quickly. There is a moment that hits you guys all that you can feel that the plane shift kind of go over you. You can't quite explain the feeling that passed, but you guys are now after some time on the prime material plane.
Did I keep the plate with the food? So I went outside with the. All right, as we're going up the elevator, if it's open, I'm just gonna whip that shit as far as I can.
Yeah, so you guys can
Just frisbee
see
that
outside.
bitch off the elevator.
You guys can see out of. Make a perception check too, by the way.
Everybody?
Just you. But there are 2 windows here, and you're kind of in a cage. There is a exit hatch in the roof of this elevator in case
Classic.
of emergencies.
Oh.
But you're in a large cavern. It's just like a vertical cavern, probably 40, 50 feet away from the walls as you guys are just kind of... what was your perception?
Me? 21.
Yep. 21. Nice. I need to make a roll here.
I believe it was a 16 plus 5.
As you whip the saucer out and you see it sailing into the night or into the dark here, and then just after some a strange amount of time, it just cling, 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 and then starts clacking down. all of the things. It does reflect, and you see a bunch of spiders. They give you a little bit of chills on the caverns here. But you also see something else higher up. You see a tabaxi riding a black lizard on the wall, and then gives this quick little hand signal, and you just hear as your elevator starts to shake and slowly come to a halt, and you just hear not on this elevator, but on the one further away.
Adjacent?
Yep. Yeah, there's only two. But it's like you hear it from up as it's kind of above you. As both elevators have stopped here, dangling, and they're kind of just shaking back and forth on the wires.
Illegal vertical transfer.
And you hear these large, like, stomping of boots, like, far away, and then one just, and then you hear, like, a big thud, and it kind of shakes the whole elevator, and then there's some fiddling with the hatches.
I'm going to cast
Above you.
Vigilant Blessing.
Okay. Yeah, this is the time if you have any stuff to do like that, as a...
Also, maybe...
Maybe what?
Do I do it?
All right.
No,
You guys say
I'm
it,
not
like,
doing it.
hatch opens, and you guys see this dwarf with like kind of these goggles. As it kind of pulls them up. And then you hear in the background, "Yeah, get them!" As then the dwarf takes out like what he's holding is like this big lance, and then just kind of makes this adjustment, and then just as fire starts to just engulf. This part of the elevator, and that's where we will roll initiative and pick up next week.
What the
But
fuck?
first, let's make dex saves as the fires.
Okay.
11. That's not great. I rolled a 5.
Yikes. I also failed with a 9.
Well,
Why am I over there?
12 good.
17.
Good.
I don't like this imposter's thing.
I guess that's all. Yeah.
You
So
ate
2
10 hit
fails
points.
and
Should we roll 1 for hot guy Chris?
yeah. Why don't you roll his,
stuff.
as I will roll the damage.
What has
Holy
he
seven.
got for his thing? I'm looking at
Those of you
that.
that succeeded take what 3?
What was the DC?
12.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
Take 7.
Am I the
fire
only one that
damage.
saved?
Give me
I
Sir
saved.
did too.
Pem has a...
We'll roll
7 if
initiative
you
next
saved.
week. I'll
7
keep
if you
yours.
saved.
Okay, well, I'll re-roll again. It's fine.
No, 3 if you saved, actually. It wasn't. I rolled really low.
what do you call
So
it?
you'll roll
Not
next
letting-
week. That's fine. That'll be easier.
I have advantage. We need to remember. I wrote it down too.
Someone
Okay.
roll
That's
and
what
do
that's
a
what
plus
Vigilant
2.
Blessing does.
I'll do it. I'll do a D20 plus 2 for Chris.
But as you guys catch a glimpse before the fire, there is an elevator through there that you can see, but as there is a dwarf kind of dressed in this like almost flame hardened armor, wearing goggles, and then just kind of shoots a little bit of a flame burst in here, and you see behind him more dwarves on the other elevator, and then Sphinx, or I guess a Sphinx you spotted, sort of a doppelganger or alter ego.
The anti-sphinx.
The
Bizarro
anti-sting.
The anti
He can read.
He can read.
This motherfucker.
Literate thing.
And I will, for flavor here, to will end on, you'll hear anti-Sphinx yell, "Get them! Remember, get their hair!" As
Get the hair.
he instructs the dwarves. He is definitely in command here as he instructs the dwarves to get your hair.
If I don't have hair, I'm bald.
Then it might get worse.
Oh shit.
It's a skin.
Eyelashes. Are you? Do you have alopecia?
No,
Hey, we can't make jokes
You're gonna
about
get
alopecia.
slapped.
Will
Dude,
Smith
Will
is gonna
Smith.
burst through your door.
Just
I'll
behind
come
him in his
so
door
fast.
there, just the fucking Fresh Prince comes through.
Did he claim all of an entire like disease?
Disability or disease?
Mhm.
Yes.
I don't know. It's genetic disorder. I don't know what it is.
But that is where we'll end as we dinner party into exiting to the Underdark.
Fucking
or exiting
elevator
the
fight.
Underdark.
The elevator was supposed to be the smooth way out, Lionel. This whole time we should have fucking done lizards anyways.
Well, I will say they were already on the wall, so at least here there's no risk of falling. Unless
We're just
they
in a
cut the
box
cord.
of fire.
Yeah.
I have a lizard. I mean, he has a lizard.
You abandoned your lizard.
You did.
No,
We're never getting
he-
that
I'm
back.
saying he has a lizard. The anti-sphinx has a lizard. We should have lizards, but we don't. That's all I'm saying.
Sounds like
Yes.
you're one commandeering away from having a lizard.
Am I supposed to commandeer for myself? I don't.
Yeah, I don't
This
know.
feels
what's
weird.
in-
I'm confused.
I think Quoben doesn't understand what happened at all, and that was a plan. I think he thinks of everything that happened as a plan from Lionel.
Lionel was in charge,
Good.
so Lionel got us to this point. If we die in
He
an
said, "Go
elevator.
along with whatever happens here."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As the dinner was a little clunkier than I would have liked, but it's okay. And
The
then,
dinner was fun. That was a
Yeah,
fun.
dinner was cool.
It
That was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try to do something different with.
I
initiative.
loved that it was like, "Can I use my reaction?" It's like, look at dinner party reaction.
It was good. It was
Fucking
good.
clutch my
Yeah.
pearls right now.
But it's good because I was this fight I had planned for a while, but it's good. Hopefully Chris will be back, so that'll be. I
Yeah.
was trying to figure out how to balance it with
One of our DPS machines.
well healer too,
Mm.
We don't need those.
the healer, battle
He
cleric.
prepared a healing spell.
All right, that is where we'll end. We'll pick it up next week, episode 33,
Mm-hmm. All right.
the Battle of the Vaders.
Battle of the Beavers.
The beaver battle.
All right. Bye. We're gonna end it on that.
Yep.